first time.
Fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Holy fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Holy fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over. It's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.
Holy fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit all
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Ciderhaus. The Ciderhaus Rules, a 1984 novel by American writer John Irving, and it's great. It's an awesome book. Everyone should go read it. Today,
every time different.
I am joined by the one, the only, John Ward.
What's going on, chat? How's it going, chat? That's all I got for
That's
right
all you got for now. And now also our another very special guest, Axel Von Becker. Welcome to the show,
Hello,
Axel
ladies
Von
and
Becker,
gentlemen.
for the first time.
How are you?
He's new to the microphone. He's a little shy with that thing.
You know, I told him to get it close and don't make me tell him this, but we're doing it in the first 10 seconds.
Can I do some quick administrative announcement type stuff, and we'll say what's up to the chat? But as you know,
in 1 second, John. First, we have to check in with Justin Trudeau.
I saw this, and it was fucking great.
Look at this faggot.
Now you may talk.
Fidel Castro's son.
Do you believe that?
Yes, 100% I do. That's one of the ones I'm totally convinced is true. You seen a fucking picture of them side by side? Yeah. Anyway, you've noticed the name of the show phonetically identical, but it is changed to Ciderhaus. A little nod to some of our shared German Reichian ancestry or something like that. I don't know. No, we thought it was a little more catchy of a title. It is obviously not a Thursday. Mihai, now that he is producered up, highly skilled, highly talented, world-class talent over there in the producer chair in front of that realistic
soon to be world famous.
Realistic world wooden panel. So anyway, Tuesdays and Thursdays will remain as is. Tuesdays, Mihai's going to put his own spin on it.
So we'll see, hopefully. And I mean, you might have just spoke a little too soon there. Who knows?
Oh, and no. Oh, that's the other thing.
They might hate me here.
Can you go to PTZ scene 3? Yes, right here. We're adding the Russian helmet of shame. At 20 super chats, Axel here will chug this beer that's rapidly de-bluing on those mountains.
Yeah, the mountains were blue.
Fancy Coors Light.
Out of that helmet, kind of college rugby style or whatever. So at 20 super chats, we have a goal. Mihai, is your chat dock set to auto? Is that little yellow auto button lit up?
Yep.
All right, sweet. So they'll all show up. And there's the chat. What's going on?
Hi, Jack.
I see Blunt Man. I see Matthew Rice is back. Vacrin Hart4 is back. Billy Wayne McWilliams, we're on to your volume shenanigans. Kinoflex, there he is. What's going on, Jack? That is Jack. Go check out that channel on YouTube. He just got his second video out, already over 1,000 views. Good job, Jack. Coors guy. I mean, it's not Bud Light, Blunt Man, so, you know, it is what it is. It ain't Dylan Mulvaney. Your phone is on full blast and is still too soft sound. Yeah, is that true at the phone in your Indian call center there, Billy Wayne McWilliams, who I've never seen before? Yeah, turn up your call center volume, broski. Anyway.
Are they creating fucking fake accounts now to mess with us?
Yeah, that's a common one is the sound thing, because often you will have a couple of sound hiccups and things like that. But I got a pretty good eye out for my chat. I know them well. Got a bit of a cold too, apparently. Anyway, I didn't mean to derail your whole show.
No derailing here. No
you
derailing
want to,
here. Axel, why don't you tell us what you got up to this
yeah, and say a little hello.
This weekend. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Hello, everyone. Didn't really get into
what's going on?
Not much. Didn't really get into much this weekend. I had a lot of fun today cleaning rat poop with Mihai, so that was quite an exciting adventure.
Just a little bit. Broke down some walls.
Were you guys? You were remodeling.
Yup.
Was there a big old pile of rat shit in the wall?
In the ceiling, yeah.
Oh, the ceiling.
About 100 years old. It had to.
Yeah, so it
was petrified.
Sprinkled down on them.
Without doxing the house, Mihai has this sweet ass old house he bought. He's fixing it up. It's actually pretty cool. Well, it's not right now, but it will be.
One day.
It's
log cabin built.
It's the exact project I wish I had. So anyway.
Yeah, that's why I actually brought these boards here from my house. Background.
Don't mind the wrinkle.
You know.
We got to get that steamed.
Axel, though, weren't you watching some Counter-Strikes on the Counter-Strike World Championship?
That's big news. Yeah, I was up till 5 or 6 watching the Counter-Strike majors. It was FaZe and Spirit. I don't know if anyone in the chat cares for Counter-Strike, but I love Counter-Strike and wasting my money on packs. I think I'm down about $2,000.
Packs? What do you mean by packs?
I
don't play at all.
Cases.
Cases. What are cases?
Wait, so I'm like twice your guys' age almost, but Counter-Strike was big back when I was in high school. Is it still around apparently?
Yeah. Been around for
Pure Americana, says plus. Bill. Thanks for not shouting me out. Kyle, sorry, I just saw you. What's going on, Kyle's Rex 87? Obviously, yeah, we're rating the Lost Nuke today. That's our main topic. But yeah, so Counter-Strike.
This is our little icebreaker. Getting into a
computer-based game as opposed to console, right?
Yeah, it's on the computer, but I've been obsessed with it for about 10 years. I'm really bad though. Never gotten better, but
I see.
I miss Counter-Strike Go.
I had a buddy who was
the one from
nasty at that, and he used to.
No, what you got to look is Google Donk.
donk. That was back in the days where the internet game chat was totally unregulated. So you'd get on with like some little kid and just you'd expand his vocabulary, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
You might open his eyes to the different races of the planet, the different genders, the different sexes.
I've never been banned or.
Is Donk a player?
Yeah, he's I think 17 years old, but he's crazy. I'm pretty sure he was the MVP, but
That's a he?
yeah, you got to get a good look at him.
If you scroll,
Gremlin,
there you go.
But he is a Counter-Strike god.
That's a bro. He's not from Wisconsin, is
He's from Russia. Daniel Krishkois.
I was not guessing that was going to become Daniel. Daniel. 17 years old.
So at only 17, he's
That's wild.
winning big things.
Wait, so he won it?
Well, his team did.
What does one win for, like, is it money?
I honestly don't know. Money has to be a part of it, but they probably get a bunch of sponsorships and things like that.
What's going on, Chronic? A hard M in the house. Oh, yeah, reminder, 10 emojis will fly across the screen. The X chat we should also have fixed, so if you're chatting on X, it should show up this time. Also, we're live on, did I say we had the new YouTube channel? Did I say that?
I don't know if you did say that. We do have a YouTube channel.
So Ciderhaus show, spelled like you see on your screen right now, and then SHOW. It's also live on that channel right now. I know at the moment you'll kind of lose all your fun memberships and custom emojis if you go watch it over there. But I encourage you to subscribe because sometime in the beginning of the new year, we're gonna stop doing Ciderhaus on my channel. It's gonna move entirely over there. That's my last boring thing.
Someday, one day.
We got any Counter-Strike players in the chat? I feel like we probably
do. You play video games at all, John?
Any degenerate?
Not these days anymore.
What was your game back in the day? Your brother was really good at games.
My brother was like one of the greatest video game players of all time. It was fucking bizarre. 2 years in a row, he went to the national championship of college football. He won tens of thousands of dollars or something like that. It was actually pretty sweet because I went along with him to Vegas one year.
That's wild.
That year he lost in the first round to the guy who ended up winning it all.
They're right next to the fucking
But that's like this
professional
whole
bull riders.
You know, it's somewhat in the context of sort of the political angle we take on this show, but the entire landscape of media has changed and is going to continue to change. But how much money does a pro gamer make? It's millions, right? I think.
Probably depends on
maybe if you're like the
sponsorships and stuff like that.
Probably depends if they're streaming. Most of them are streamers and stuff. So
if you're like the Caitlin Clark of streaming, I don't know who those people are. Like
Matthew Rice played Gallagher today. There you go. HR 8610. Just want to make sure you guys look it up. It sounds like a bill. Yeah, boy, play all the games. I was born with the before Dr. What the fuck? You were duck hunting?
Duck Hunt was my first game.
My first game, yeah. An NES, the original Nintendo, was Duck Hunt. It was a game combo. You remember those guys? It was like 2 games on one cartridge. Mm-hmm. And the other one was golf or something. Oh, it was tennis. It was Ivan Lendl is who you could play as. Any idea who that is? Probably not.
I don't. Who's Ivan?
Ivan Lendl. He's a tennis player. But you were
John
thinking
McEnroe.
about
Can you play as John McEnroe in that game?
Yeah, you can hit buttons to like scream. It's like press X.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
For saying fuck. I do miss McEnroe. I feel like we're missing
He's
that
awesome.
in the modern sports world.
I feel like we
these days.
talked about this before, but he played in a pickleball tournament and he just shit on pickleball the whole time leading up to it. He was going like Pat McAfee show.
McEnroe's like a reverse Kaepernick.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
We started it off. There's one of 20. Lord of the Ree. Good afternoon, Hard M World Champions. No Gilded notification. Weird. I have a comment on that too. Anyway, I saw that Candace won the Hard M of the Year award. Candace Owens was the anti-Semite of the year, if you didn't know. And I know how hard you worked to earn it. Maybe next year, John. I'm not that anti-Semitic. Semitic people there's many types of them from different nations.
Like Von Becker over here.
Von Becker, a Semite. You can see the Semiteness. He's been
It's in the cheekbones.
But I did see Candace won that, so. Mystery D is just getting here. We're talking about Counter-Strike and video games. We're doing our little...
do you like... So you don't play video games, but have you seen the new Indiana Jones game?
No. Well,
I got him hooked the other day.
There's a game?
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome.
Bethesda, they made like Fallout, Skyrim. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they just came out with Indiana Jones and the Inner Circle, or Great Circle, or something like that. But I downloaded
This is it right here.
The Dilator of Destiny?
But it has really good graphics, and the beginning scene is where you stole or steal the golden idol and that.
So
ball
for
comes
this is
falling after
computer, PC, or whatever.
All the above.
Xbox, you can do it on.
This is you're saying this is actually fun.
Yeah.
For the first time,
And it's like not woke so far. Like there's no like women beating the fuck out of you. Like it's just
You
men
want to hit
doing
dismiss on that cookie preferences shit?
I guess I could do that.
Go. Yeah, I gotta get that.
But you start off.
All right, strong endorsement.
You find out you get or you wake up.
It's an RPG or whatever. Role playing. You like on a quest or some shit.
Yeah, you're Indiana
it's
Jones.
semi-open
fucking
world.
says right there.
Yeah,
you
you're going
are
around
Indiana Jones.
Treasures and stuff. But it starts off, this guy robs the museum that Geology works at of this cat mummy, and it leads you to the Vatican. So that's actually pretty cool.
A cat mummy leads you to the Vatican.
Yeah, I guess they took it back to the Vatican.
My apologies, boys.
Pretty good.
You
But
gotta switch your scene before you press play, bro.
But you go to the Vatican, and the graphics are pretty crazy in the game. And there's parts where you'll go to like the Sistine Chapel, and you have a camera, and it wants you to take pictures of a bunch of stuff. And if you just zoom in through with the camera, or just sit in front of the paintings, they're actually pretty damn realistic. So
No, the graphics are badass. But here, let's play a little bit.
Every good story is true in one way or another. And I know one you haven't heard of. Dr. Jones. So what I'd like to do is put the guns down.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like I'm getting spoilers now.
I'll knock your teeth out.
So what brings you to the Vatican, Indy?
I'm looking for someone. He stole something from me, and I mean to find out why.
Right now, I'm looking into the disappearance of my sister. And I believe Emmerich Voss is responsible.
It sounds like it's probably AI. It's a young Harrison Ford is what it sounds like.
Quickly from Kyolis, Rex 87, counter UAS or unmanned aerial systems up for a vote in 3 days in the House on Friday. Pretty convenient. The drone invasion started a month ago. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Is that the...
Doesn't surprise me, though.
Yeah, is that the 8610 I hear? I pulled up.
HR 8160 or whatever. I think he was the one that mentioned it. All right. Well, I mean, that game looks all right. It's a time thing for me, honestly.
It plays like one of the original movies. Like it's actually fun.
The only games I really play anymore, I play chess almost daily, but very casually.
Against the computer on easy.
Nah, I go online and play like international people, and they all get mad, and I just be like an arrogant American. I do
French
that.
guy.
I occasionally will play some Texas Hold'em. And it wasn't too long ago. The only game app I still have on my phone is that game Plague. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Honestly,
Plague Inc. or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But I've beaten them
I
all.
haven't played that in probably 15 years.
Yeah, it's getting kind of boring. It gets repetitive. It was pretty funny during COVID, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't they turn it into something else during COVID, like a vaccine version?
Oh, it's definitely like a woke game. Yeah, here they added a cure. You can cure instead of kill. I was like, well, I'm obviously not doing that.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Yeah, sponsored by Pfizer. And then they have these weird masher. They have a Planet of the Apes version one. They co-sponsored by the movie back when it came out. It's still on the app. Like I can go play Planet of the Apes from 2008 or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, but no, my brother was ridiculous and no joke. I stopped playing games really young because this is wild if you think about how little kids fight over who gets to play, which they do. My brother was so good, we would just watch him. And the game I remember was this old NES game called Thrilla's Safari. You're a surfing, skateboarding gorilla. It's actually a pretty sweet-ass game. Somebody was on some mushrooms when they made that game. And some evil guy at the beginning of the game steals his girlfriend, who's like a blonde, human, big-tittied girl in a bikini. So he's a gorilla with a human, blonde, big-tittied girlfriend. You got to go save her. You got to go skate through the world to go save her. Anyway, we would sit there and fucking watch his ass.
Tomb Raider is a good game, actually.
Play that. Smitty Vid Studios, only 17 more than Chuggy Chug. Pylon, folks, reminder, yeah, we're playing a game. We're going to try to do some more games during Ciderhaus. 20 super chats. First timer Axel over here will be chugging out of the Russian helmet of shame.
If they stick around and behave.
This rapidly warming up Coors Light.
Yeah, the mountains aren't too blue now, are they?
Yeah, can you see that from the wide angle? How blue are these mountains? I don't know.
Oh, what happened there? There we
I
go.
don't know. Are they blue? They're still a little blue. You're in luck. You're in luck. You'll be okay.
I got another one down here.
You'll be okay.
Should we get into the drones? I saw you did the breaking news video on them.
I did do a breaking news video on the drones. I think it's funny. So I crossed the Rubicon of video making on that one when I saw Trump's video reaction, which I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Yeah,
I don't want to jump the gun, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes that believe these are aliens or Iranian motherships or whatever. But Trump made the same point that I think was very obvious from when this all started happening, almost exactly 1 month ago is when it started happening. Which is, you're telling me, he says this more politely, you're fucking telling me the United States military in 1 month hasn't figured out where these come from and who they belong to? Of course they have. They know exactly where they come from and who they belong to. The leading theory, again, is the obvious one from day one. They're fucking ours. Those are our drones. They're flying over restricted space. They don't get shot down. Nobody in the government seems to have an answer for what's going on. Yeah, they're fucking ours. There's no other reasonable answer left at this point, in my opinion. And I'll start it off with that, and you guys can go from there. If you don't know, I'm sure everybody knows this story, but yeah, these drones, it was November 18th. What is today? The 17th, I think?
Yeah, 17th.
So literally 1 month ago.
December, but yeah.
These drones started being
November.
spotted in New Jersey. They've since been spotted in the surrounding states and surrounding area. But there are definitely large drones of some kind, not retail Walmart grade drones. Stay in the air for hours. And they're definitely out there. That's not really debatable. What they are and who they belong to is what's being debated in the news. We just don't know, says the FBI.
Yeah, I thought this was an interesting video. We'll play this real quick.
Car-sized drones operating for hours in restricted airspace and able to elude local law enforcement.
Scroll that up a little bit more.
They send their own drones up to give chase. In New Jersey, the Army reporting the Picatinny Arsenal has had 11 unauthorized drone incursions in the last month.
Look what's back again. Same spot as last night.
21 local mayors now demanding answers from the state.
The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. This is something we're taking deadly seriously.
The entire month before that, it was nightly drone incursions over Langley Air Force Base.
Let's just start with current events.
Who could it
Today,
be?
A congressional hearing on Capitol Hill on the national security threat drones pose.
What is going on in New Jersey?
We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that. One or more people that are responsible for those drone flights.
But for those who see them on a nightly basis,
not a plane. That is a drone in the airspace.
The drones are a very real reminder.
Almost here, a little bit of a
good thing he got it with his Google Pixel.
Is not as secure as we might hope.
Pull up the full screen chat here. I think we got some good chats on this one too. But yeah, like I think some people are saying is that staying in the air for that amount of time is not some fucking neighbor of yours with a drone. So they're military. Just use your brain. I mean, again, and argue with me if you think I'm wrong. But
so I have like a $2,000 drone, and it can't stay in the air for much more.
Lord of the
15,
Rings.
20 minutes.
John, how is Inward coming along? Haven't heard you mention it for a while. Currently dealing with some nasty artist block myself. Winter is a biatch. Inward is a 4-episode miniseries I am working on. Some of you guys have done some original music for it. It is still being worked on. I mean, I hate to keep mentioning stuff and then not getting it done, but it's being worked on. The first episode is sooner rather than later. I'll say that.
Sooner rather than later.
Should be. Inward came from this sort of how stupid everything is and wanting to watch a TV show that I actually enjoyed watching and realizing you kind of got to make it. So anyway, that's what Inward will be. So, but yeah, these fucking drones.
Axel, you had some thoughts on the
Mark
drones.
Pierce, no comment, but thank you. I don't know what our chat count is.
How's it going? It's going pretty good, Mark.
Probably got like 15 left to go before you got to chug. So hang in there.
I don't know. How can I check?
Hang in there.
Will it just tell us when we get there?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
In your,
Axel, you know when you know.
On your curved window, the YouTube chat that has the goal at the top, does it say like?
Yeah. 4 out of 20.
4 out of 20. Okay, at 20.
Nice, 420.
Axel's going for the Russian helmet of shame. Just a reminder.
Axel,
a reminder.
This was your topic, though. You want to talk about this, and you had some.
Yeah.
ideas,
What do you think?
Theories. I don't know. Now it's debatable because everything I saw on Twitter and people bitching about it was that there's something to do with somehow these drones had stuff on them that could like detect gamma radiation,
radiation and whatnot.
And then I saw these other pictures about was like maps of like the different towns and whatnot that these drones were sighted in, and like the radiation levels were supposedly.
Right now, I'm looking at
I just don't know if there's a
government document that you sent to me last night. Supposedly talking about a source that was lost in transit, as it says there, containing radioactive material.
Yeah, it's a bunch of other people were talking about this, and all I really got from it was that there was some kind of transportation, delivering some kind of radioactive material. Who knows if it was anything crazy or not? I think it came from a hospital or a cancer center. So who knows what was actually in it?
Yeah, I mean,
be anything
the term I saw was they're sniffing drones. They can sense radiation, I guess. Is that? I mean, anyone step here and I don't know the industry term for that sort of thing, but. No, I think, I saw what you were talking about where there was a couple hot spots that were absurdly high in radiation. But I think the thing weird about that is like 20 feet away, there's no radiation.
Yeah.
In engineering, you'd say that's a faulty sensor probably.
What was the thing that people were talking about like when Hawaii happened? What was the laser beam?
The blue space lasers.
Yeah, what was the
blue
direct energy weapon or something like that?
Yeah, directed or energy weapons.
Yes.
Well, there's some weird truth to that one quickly so
the blue roofs, dude. Why do the blue roofs still exist?
Well, because if you're firing a concentrated laser in a light spectrum from outer space through specifically Earth's atmosphere, have you noticed what color the sky is?
Blue.
Yeah. And so blue, the blue in the sky, whatever color the laser is, gets eaten up on its way in. And so it's this weird effect of light. I'm not an optics fucking professor. We need to get one on here or something. But yeah, literally that's apparently actually true, is if you fire a laser from space, any blue parts of the spectrum will get eaten up, and so blue shit on the surface won't burn because there's no blue light from that laser hitting it.
I don't know anything about whether or not that's true. What you just said, I'll take your word for it. All I know is that I did not see a blue roof until after that happened, until after Hawaii. Now I see blue roofs going up everywhere, and I wonder if that's the reason why those people.
No, that's a psychological effect. I'd be willing to bet called saliency, or it's once somebody points something out to you, you start seeing it everywhere, even though it was there before.
Yeah,
maybe not though. But that's apparently true. If you want to be protected from space lasers, you just paint your roof blue, and that will fucking actually work.
Didn't Marjorie Taylor Greene call them Jewish space lasers? And she got a lot of shit for that.
Jewish space laser. Well, speaking of Jews, no, this was on point. So Israel famously, there's this conspiracy that they have the Samson option. Do you know? You heard about this? If Israel ever starts to get truly overwhelmed and taken over and conquered, they'll just detonate nukes on all their allies, and literally they'll blow up. They'll nuke everybody. And so maybe Trump getting elected and this whole transition of power is less pro-Israel than they would like it to be. And so that radioactive material they're searching for on the East Coast is an Israeli Samson option nuclear bomb. Internet said this, not me. I'm just saying.
Must be true.
This is the one we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, who knows if this is? I mean. Can't trust everything from Twitter.
Imagine living on that street in Utica, New York right now.
Yeah, I just mean like if that 180,000 number is true, then there'd be a number next. There wouldn't be an 18 and a 20 and a 43 right? Like that. My understanding is it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And so if you look at that as an engineer on the right-hand picture, you're like, what's the problem here? You'd probably say it's the sensor on the one in Utica.
I will say, here's an interesting link. Give me a second to pull it up here.
But that's no fun.
I mean, so not our lost nuke, Israel's lost nuke, potentially.
Israel's lost nuke. I like it.
The one thing I was seeing was they were talking about there was like a leftover warhead from like 1991 with Ukraine.
Well, yeah, and that was kind of the we were planning on going like we have a bunch of articles here we could pull up about how outdated our like nuclear technology is.
Scooter McLovin, cheap drones turn out to be effective in Ukraine. Now mysterious drones start to show up in the U.S. I smell a conspiracy. The whole Iranian mothership thing. I mean, again, I don't know.
That is wild. Looking back, how the hell does he get on national TV and say that without any evidence?
Yeah, it's just the absurdity of that being an actual battle plan of a country is to like slow sail some fucking giant drone mothership over to however close it would need. So a 3-hour range of the East Coast. If that was true, there'd be fucking like photographs of it and shit. But also, it's not true because why the fuck would you do that? Like that question. Anytime I see the news, it's become habit. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? Before even beginning to entertain whether or not the story's true, I feel like it's important to ask yourself, like, why the fuck would that actually happen? I feel like you're just lying. That's probably the most reasonable answer to any weird news story you see these days is it's just not fucking true. Like, not how could it be true? It can't be true. It's not true. It's just a lot. They're just lying. There's
First thing I ask myself these days,
mothership.
Why do they want me to think that?
Right. Yeah. Well, so that's part of this topic. So, like, what is the end game of if they're American drones, what's going on, and why won't they just say so?
Yeah, the theory we kind of had going into this was our nuclear technology is so outdated that there's a high likelihood that something could break and we have no idea how to fix it or don't even have the parts to fix it now anymore. And I don't know, something went wrong. Like I have this, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Pulled up from Wall Street Journal. It's from before any of this happened. America's nuclear weapons are dangerously out of date. But then, I mean, stuff happens so quickly.
How does Roger Wicker
we also have
Deb
this video,
Fisher know that?
This is wild.
We just spent $300 million on. Well, the drug that the HHS says it just purchased was called N-Plate, and it's made by a company named Amgen. I'm looking into the company now. I'm trying to see if there's any other way to explain this other than they know something that we don't know. Now, this drug is used to treat acute ARS. That's acute radiation syndrome. It's used to treat blood cell injuries from severe radiation poisoning. So if you don't take the thyroid blocker stuff, you end up with acute radiation blood poisoning, I guess. So here's what's interesting. Until this press release, there is no evidence of any kind that our research team could find that Health and Human Services have ever had anti-radiation poison medication just sitting around on hand. We don't carry a stockpile of this.
Thoughts on that?
I want one of those custom branded little microphone screens. That's all I could really focus on. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I just think it's wild. I mean, I feel like I got ads for this stuff too. Like in my YouTube videos and stuff, I was getting ads for like, is it potassium chloride or whatever? What are you supposed to take?
Oh, iodine.
Iodine, yes. I was getting iodine ads.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, you know.
You've been fucking sitting there in the shadow of the mushroom cloud eating bananas and be like, what the fuck you doing, man?
No, I got it all figured out.
I got to get that potassium
I got 10,000 bananas in my basement right now.
No, it's iodine.
Iodine. Well, either way. I'll have it figured out. I'll get some iodine. I'll steal it from someone.
It occupies some fucking receptor in your brain that won't allow the radiation to do that or something like that. I don't know. I hated chemistry, but I just know that's why it works.
Wait, that's actually?
Yeah, the iodine like fucking molecule. So your brain has all these receptors that only take certain shaped and sized little fucking mini microscopic molecules or whatever. Like you can't stuck a potassium one that only likes iodine, for example. Whatever the radiation is, something about iodine fills that spot up so that you can't get the dose or some shit like that. It's like the fucking most retarded summary of how iodine works I think I've ever heard, but something like that.
What level of concern right now do you have about this whole drone situation? Not that
me?
Not that the drones themselves are going to be the problem, but what comes after, what's going on.
I have zero concern, although that's maybe at least 50% because I feel like it's outside of my control. I mean, to step on your toes, Axel. But like, what the fuck am I going to do about any of this? Nothing. Other than it'd be funny to send up a drone, which we might honestly do. But, you're along for the ride to some degree. It's both potassium iodide, says Lori. There you go. So,
half credit.
I think I'm 100% convinced that these are American drones and that it's the Americans that are up to something on American soil. I don't think we really got into like what could that be, although maybe in the chat. But again, whatever it is, ain't shit I gonna do about it. I've seen that it's preparing us for more restrictive, FAA type laws, drone laws. Drones I could see being an obvious problem. I mean, better and better people get at using them.
I mean, you see how warfare's changed in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing really keeping retail consumer drones from being a huge problem is battery life. If you just get better batteries on those things, then they, imagine you could fly that for 7 fucking hours and you'd have kids causing some problems. I don't know.
That'd be wild, yeah.
And these racing drones.
Do you think Trump knows what they are?
Yes. His incoming president, I think he's been.
I'd be surprised.
Well,
if he
do you have that video? Because at the end,
Yeah,
that video I think is kind of it seals the deal. You just see how stupid he thinks it is, but at the very end they do ask him, "Have you been briefed?" And he says, "I have no comment."
Yeah, I did see that. He's also not going to say he hasn't been briefed, though.
Well, he's the incoming president, so like that's something.
There's a lot of things they kept from him when he was acting.
I don't disagree. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a good little
The
short.
government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth?
Yeah, they're over his golf club.
Golfing,
They're
man.
very,
I'd be pissed.
close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Poor guy.
I don't want to comment on it.
That was it right there. So have you been briefed? I think that's the end of the drone questions there, Miha.
No, I want him to come back with a
A
report.
lot of white noise on that video.
Yeah, I don't know. Not to necessarily.
I mean, that was. I take no credit. I've just been watching this bullshit for almost 10 years now, since 2016. That's it. It's just fucking so.
No, I know, but here I want to show you this.
Yeah.
Not to like hype up the Iran thing and now like a neocon want to go to war with Iran. But have you seen this video before?
No, play it.
It's from 2 years ago.
Oh, I think I have seen this.
The Iranian government made this.
Yeah, the CGI and fucking missiles and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious, but it's also kind of scary.
It looks real.
I think you can get that thing in COD.
Looks like a PS2 video game.
Oh man, they CGI'd their. It's like their fantasy. They're like, I
Yeah.
wish we could do this.
Literally, though.
See, they calibrated.
They try and make it seem like things we do too, so that we're scared.
It's like a Hollywood writer, how they think shit works.
Yeah.
It's like every little piece on that
wonder
little
who that's
robot
supposed to
that
be.
moves is a point of failure. Like, you just wouldn't design it. Like, you would have a telescoping fucking raising a camera thing on it.
I don't know. You ever seen the movie The Dictator?
With fucking Sasha Baron
This one
Cohen.
needs to be more.
It said hacking. Did you see that? It was like a hacking loading bar. It was like fuck. It was
like early 2000 spy movie.
Yeah, it was like you're 80% hacked. Oh, Soleimani, that's right.
Yeah.
They were real butthurt about him.
Oh, they got B-2 stealth bombers now. Oh, jeez.
Little fucking gay photo of him. My boyfriend, he's dead.
I guess they did cut out the part where they killed Trump.
They do kill him.
where
Yeah.
it was
No,
going.
I have seen that. You're right, dude. That fucking shit cracks me up.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. But I don't know. That was kind of the first thing I thought of, though, when the guy said it was Iran drones.
Yeah, Iran doesn't have a goddamn drone mothership off the East Coast. They just don't. And if they have one at all, it's like a fucking inner tube.
Dinghy.
Yeah, that they
like Somalian pirates.
That's
sitting out
got
on
like
the coast.
7 stolen Walmart drones they
Yeah, launching
intercepted from a
DJIs.
Chinese shipment or
Yeah.
something. Somewhere in Iowa, there's like a 4-year-old boy named Steve Jones. Oh, wow. Where'd that come from? And he's like, man, my fucking shipment of my 6 $3 drones never showed up. Wonder what happened to those.
I hope, as long as they're not beepers.
And it's in Iran's Air Force right now. That's what's going on. So
Yeah, I went to a Israeli shell company in Hungary first, and then they made it to Iran.
It's a lovely snow globe. Good chat. Is there a snow globe in there? Yeah, this little fucking picture of him. Yeah, they were really mad about that, about Soleimani. I don't know how well
he is like their like Eisenhower. Like he's like a general, like about to be president. Trump just posted a picture of the American flag on Twitter.
Space missiled him. He just fucking dropped a missile that some autistic guy from 1940 thought up.
You know that we have a missile. I don't even know if missile is the right word. We have the capabilities to launch flying swords at someone from the sky.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
swords.
It's like the most precise weapon we have.
You talking about rods from God?
It has
like a mini version of that. Well, literally, like if it were you guys are standing next to each other outside, it would only hit him, and you wouldn't know what happened. It's totally silent.
Well, you'd probably get killed too. But
think I would get killed if it
like
was.
No. It is like the whole design is precise enough you can take out a single target in a room full of people.
Yeah, the video I saw, they're like, you need to know what car seat or what car seat he's in.
It must be a really like a little tiny piece of tungsten or something.
Yeah, imagine though, just totally like.
No, it's like
just
4 blades
missed.
come out of it.
Kyle's gone.
Matthew Rice rods from God. Yeah, kinetic energy. You just go really high and you drop some shit.
And say it doesn't have any kind of payload on it, like explosive payload.
Well, I believe they're made out of tungsten, so it's just a super dense chunk of metal.
Yeah.
And so
Literally, they're just copying G.I. Joe.
Force is mass times acceleration. You've got the Earth's acceleration acting on it all the way from up in outer space. That fucker's going pretty damn fast.
Final wrap up though, Von Becker. What do you think this drone thing is?
I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of false flag is happening here in the near future.
Interesting.
Because
Jeff Poor, by the way, real quick. Sorry, panic, believe the panic and believe the government. Exactly. Does anybody want another beer? I'm grabbing a beer.
I'm good.
I'm good right now.
I got the chug one soon. So.
Yeah, right. You got to leave some space.
Oh, he's gone. Now it's just the two of us. We can really say what we want.
How you doing?
What kind of false flag? You think they're going to have like an actual nuke event happen? Or you think it's going to be aliens? You think they're going to say aliens are coming?
That's what I want to say earlier. I feel like for the past like 4 or 5 years, anytime something happens in the news that's like somewhat important that we should be paying attention to, we start seeing UFOs,
little
distractions.
We were talking about the
another
other day.
one of those distractions from something more important.
Mm-hmm. Like remember when all the Hunter Biden laptop stuff was coming out? That's when all this alien declassification started. It's like they're trying to distract us.
Well, I've learned
they literally were.
You know, again, not my original thought, but watching for 10 years, you learn the saying, what is the news that's not being reported? It's always the stuff they're not talking about that's the most interesting. And so,
yeah, I mean, how many people do you know that said they believed in aliens until the government said aliens were real? And now nobody believes in aliens because the government is all about it.
So you're saying your conclusion is that they are or are not real?
I did think they were real until the government started saying they were real. And now that the government is all about it and trying to push this narrative.
Somewhere out there in the universe, yeah. I mean, if what we understand to be true is true, there's probably some fucking aliens out there. But sitting outside our doorstep having the same amount of time to evolve, as we do? No, I don't think so.
There is something that the telescope, the Hubble, whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
The Hubble?
Yeah, the Hubble telescope, like whatever signal we initially put out, like if it was ever to be received, it would have.
You're talking about Voyager probe, actually.
It would like happen within the next 10 years is like the timeline.
Well, no, so the Voyager probe was a physical little fucking satellite that we sent straight out.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like some sort of signal we sent out throughout the universe that like if it were to be received and sent back, the timeline for that, for how far it would be within the next 10 years from whatever that start date was.
Yeah, what was that? I do know what you're talking about. We basically broadcast our location out to the universe. So
yeah, which seems smart, you know.
There actually is anybody out there capable of doing anything about it.
Yeah,
like, thanks, fuckheads.
Yeah, like someone hits me up on a CB radio. I'm like, oh.
But I mean, look at the energy and money and cost involved of us going to mine the moon. The closest fucking next thing in space, the moon, is unreachable in a realistic way. You're not mining
asteroids, dude, not the moon.
So again, as we said this a few minutes back in the show, but why the fuck would anyone do that is the question. Why the fuck would some aliens come from wherever the fuck to outside Earth, and then like you get all the way here and then you're like, let's drone them? Nah, I just don't see it going down like that. I mean, am I crazy?
Nah, it's a half-baked idea.
It's just it's dumb. And Iran sending us a drone mothership is equivalent of aliens from some
but
fucking...
they fucking probably loved when that guy said, like, yeah, that is us.
They
yeah,
probably
we do it. We have 2 motherships.
It just feels like they're throwing out a bunch of competing bullshit stories just to keep everybody talking. Well, I guess that's kind of what you're saying, Axel, is it just, it's a distraction.
Yeah. I was going to say, we have 30-something more days left until inauguration. So, I don't know.
20th, right? So, yeah, 32, 33. Oh, is it 33?
Something might go down.
Are we 33 days out?
What are you talking about?
Are you a conspiracy guy?
No.
Not at all. Do you believe we went to the moon?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe the Earth's flat?
I feel like I've been asked this before. No. Also, do you see the video of the flat earther guy that got like a free paid trip to go to Antarctica or whatever? No, he went to Antarctica and...
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
Basically, he was like, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Turns out the curvature is there. The sun sets exactly where they
he's
say
like, I think we were wrong. Take it as you will.
It's hilarious. What's weird to me about the flat Earth thing is the religious aspect that's been tied into it now with the whole firmament argument. Yeah. And it's not even like it evolved so much from the day Kyrie Irving said that he believes in flat Earth.
Kyrie.
It's gone from the Earth is flat to like there's a whole other world outside the ice wall that they won't let us out of. That's 10 times the size of what we're actually allowed to travel, and it's gotten real wild. That's good, like study of like the internet as a whole. It's just the flat Earth. It almost like shows you what our politics have turned.
I think it does feel like an intentional dumbing down. Like the goal is that 200 years from now, people are so fucking dumb. It's not even about getting them to believe
like medieval peasants.
Flat Earth versus round. It's just having them be so confused and dumb, and there's going to be 20 different origin competing theories, and people won't be able to do basic math. And so they'll be like, maybe it was flat. Maybe it's on the back of a turtle. Like the fucking Native Americans and shit. It's just, I did. That's how I would do it. If I was part of some elite family group that was going to live for thousands of years and be in control, I'd be like, the average IQ is too high. It's become too hard to fool people. It's too much work, honestly, as cynical as that is. I think it's just become too much work. We need some dumb fuckers.
I think it already worked. I'm going to say my ass is scrolling through TikTok and Instagram Reels for like 3 hours a day, and I'm like, holy fuck, I feel stupider than ever.
Oh, yeah, you've watched
you're bad. You are
4 hours of shit and you didn't
You're
learn.
literally an iPad kid.
Yeah.
You sat he was at my house for 12 hours yesterday. Probably 5 of that was him by himself on the fucking phone.
Researching.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sent me like 3 links.
Watched a bunch of memes. Cool.
How far ahead of consumer drone technology do you think the military is?
Say again?
How far ahead of consumer or retail grade drones?
Oh, a lot. Because
probably at least 8 years.
Growing up, my dad had a friend that was building drones, and this was 13, 14 years ago. I was pretty damn young, and I was helping him build them back in the day. And these were ones that you'd put I don't know the camera, the old Nikons and Canons, like the old,
Real quick, the Earth isn't flat. That's silly. It's hollow. Says Lord 3.
No.
It might be. I feel like there is some whole subterranean cave world out there. I mean, I don't think it's like miles deep or anything.
You ever seen the map of missing people next to the
map of caves?
Yeah.
Can you find that on the internet and pull that up?
Find that.
You could pull it up in the screen right here if you wanted to. It'd be full screen internet or whatnot. Just be careful not to close the set door. You'll lock yourself out. I mean, we'll let you in, but just FYI.
Nah, he's gone.
You could pull up the full screen chat while you're doing this. I'm kind of curious. These people seem to be having some interesting thoughts. They are showing us the junk, says Jeff Poor $2. Hey, what's our chug count at, by the way? Are we at 10 yet?
Oh, that's a good question. We are at 9.
Ooh,
almost
9.
10. Almost halfway there.
Scooter McLovin. Someone told me that we hit some alien ship with a nuclear projected manhole cover back in 57, and that's why they probe us. You fucking guys. All right. Let me go to the top here because that's covering some of all over the world. 30 years easily. 30 years ahead, says David Smith. Mr. Buzz's Man Cave. They're from Shambhala. Serb. What's going on, Cerberus? True, he says. Something's true, and it's definitely true because I trust Serb's word. Brandon Murat. If aliens show up and they push the same narrative about climate change and ancient aliens making humans, then you know it's a fed op. Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking memes about that. Why can't both be true? Good point. Russell 3380, I shut down a military base and grounded a medevac with my drone today. No charges. Jesus Christ.
Coast Guard still hasn't got him.
Mr. Buzzman's Cave again. The government plans to deceive you and say they're from outer space. Like, I really think that might be it. That's what they want to do. They want to get everybody retarded, and they want to recreate this, like, aliens from the sky shit.
Jeff Poor, we're now ahead of schedule. Before 7 o'clock, we have 10 to 20.
We're halfway there, Axel. We're 10 out of 20.
Stop.
That's any amount. It doesn't have to be $10, $100, anything like that. Any amount of super chat when we hit 20. You got the widescreen ready to go? If our producer was a professional, oh, there you go. You did him the favor. Show him the leather, and yeah, that's staying in when you do it.
Yep.
Some poor bastard from World War
flavoring in
II. When do you think that helmet's from?
There's your caves. I finally got to there, but
did you pull it up in the X window, you bastard?
No, I didn't. This isn't the internet, but this is from
caves and missing people.
Yeah, it's from 2020, but the top one's missing people as of then, and then caves started in the United States. You can see.
It's a little disconcerting.
Is it though? Isn't it? Just kind of makes sense.
Why would it make sense?
I mean, have you seen videos like people
dragging people into caves and shit? You're saying?
No, I just think they're easy to get lost in. Like that, there was a couple of years ago.
Do you notice that that cave overlaps nicely with State College, Pennsylvania? Look at that.
There is one. There's a cave underneath State College.
There's a lot of caves around.
It goes
here.
all the way to.
Have you guys ever been caving or spelunking?
No, I hate that.
Do you know anything about
my one fear?
You know anything about the Hallbaker Quarry? There's a Hallbaker Quarry underground that goes all the way from State College to Altoona, basically, in caves.
You can go the whole way underground?
Yeah.
They dug it out? Or
no, like there's a cave system.
That
it's like a massive ravine under, like, cavern.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more of that than we're led to believe.
I don't know that anyone's hiding that.
Well, the key to look for is limestone. In Pennsylvania's whole bedrock is goddamn limestone. Yeah, all of it.
But Penn State refuses to build any buildings out of limestone. They build it out of brick or a fugly.
Yeah.
Not a single block of limestone.
Well, water will carve through limestone. I bet there's a lot of caves in Pennsylvania. A lot.
So there's one about 15 minutes away from here that I went to about 2 years ago called J4, I think. It's in Pleasant Gap. I don't think it's open to the public, but it used to be. I think they got sick of rescuing people.
Yeah.
In 2016 or 12, or some dude got trapped down there. But I went there, and it was my first time ever spelunking, but it was pretty fucking sick.
You enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. I thought I'd
I have the
crash out
same
a little bit, but I had a blast. I almost fell down this little, I don't know what to call it, a ravine. You had to like straddle it to go across it. But
you
just dove right in there.
Like the crazy thing about
you couldn't hold yourself back.
Yeah,
you're like, is that a crevice? I'm diving in.
No, but like that's how it works though. Like you'll crawl through like this like 6-inch tall like cave for like 30 feet, and then all of a sudden it opens up to like a massive cavern.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of dudes on YouTube that I think.
Well, tell me what I feel like I had an insight to this, because if I have one phobia, it was fucking caving. Like I hate.
I would never do it.
I hate the feeling of being restricted physically and like not being able to move free. But then I realized that's very much on par with. I think I have claustrophobia with like. I think that's what conservative people are when it comes to overregulation and laws. I have a claustrophobia. It makes me feel exactly the same way when there's a bunch of rules I have to follow as when I have to climb through a little fucking cave. I feel the same paranoia.
Missouri has a lot of caves too, says Lord of the Rings. Is that true, Axel?
Yeah,
I think
there,
a lot of places. Yeah.
My dad, I was born there, but I've lived Pennsylvania most of my life.
I don't know. Do you think are claustrophobics also anti-authoritarian? That would be the answer, wouldn't it?
I don't even like elevators, so I believe that.
Yeah.
I know this conversation's been going good in chat. Like
Tuna caves, yeah, I think I've been there before.
Not that it's necessarily like
where's that again?
Warm and fuzzy feeling, but I don't want to bring it down.
There's like a stream running through.
No, it's interesting.
Cool.
Even more than we already are, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit.
Well, anyway, yeah, you throw water and limestone together, you get a fuck ton of caves, and that's Pennsylvania to a T. It's those two things. We get a fuck ton of water.
It used to be an ocean in Pennsylvania, they say.
A lot of the water flows down to the Chesapeake. There's a word for this. In
watershed?
There's you draw an arbitrary boundary around an area. If over a course of a year it gets more water than it loses, then there's a name for that. If it loses more water than it rains, then there's a name for that. So like a desert loses more water than it gains, and hence it stays dry. Pennsylvania is the opposite. We gain water every year. It's getting wetter and wetter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of sinkholes. Growing up, my backyard had a huge sinkhole. You could fit. My dad was mowing, and his foot kind of went through this. I mean, the hole was probably only like that big at the time, but
those happen a lot.
He shined his flashlight down there, and as a kid, I'd go sledding with all my neighborhood friends right over this thing for years and years. There was this tiny hole we never paid attention to, but my dad shined a flashlight down it one day, and it just opened up into a big pit, basically.
Yeah.
The municipal whatever had to come and bring big excavators and dig it up, and by the time they dug it up, I don't know what to call it, cavern, but the hole itself, you could probably fit one or two like Volkswagen vans in it.
Damn.
And I was just sledding and playing over this for years as a kid.
Speaking of massive sinkholes, you guys remember this?
Nope. And all these hoes laughing like
This
so
is my
funny.
girl.
Cash
well, not
me.
at this time, but
That they're laughing at.
love her now.
Turn that up a little bit if you could.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
I gotta let that play down. So, if we go to that, you remember her? Cash Me Outside girl, Daniel Burr, whatever the fuck her name is. The girl that made $1 million in her OnlyFans debut. What was it, 6 hours?
Ooh. Bad
baby.
Bad baby. You don't know about Bad Baby?
Bad baby. Gucci flip.
Well, I have unfortunately bad news.
Your OnlyFans sub ran out. Sorry, brother.
No,
You got to
not
renew.
quite.
Yeah.
Not-
I think it's only like, I don't know, $10. Who knows?
I think it might be more than that. Bad Baby has cancer. No. Bad Baby reveals cancer battle, tells her trolls to stop the worst nerves around her weight.
Oh, man. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
I know. It's unfortunate. It does make you wonder, though, is the universe getting back at her? Everything balances out in the end.
She's a
20-year-old
rapper.
Gucci flip-flop
We should
performer.
play that.
I'm not getting copyright for playing fucking Bad
Danielle
fucking
Bregolio. She's Italian. Imagine that.
Crazy bitch.
Sorry, Italians out there.
I'm praying for you, Bad Baby.
Her viral 2016 appearance on Dr. Phil also urged her fans to stop running with the worst narratives. In recent weeks, multiple Instagram users voiced concerns over Bergoli's appearance. Some joked about her eating habits, and others speculated about whether the rapper was using a weight-losing drug. I wonder which one they're talking about.
Is she Ozemping?
Yeah, she's on the Ozempic.
Oh, see that ad? You guys watch that show yet?
Landman, I have not. I've heard it's pretty good.
I love it.
Pretty anti-woke.
good.
Is that where that clip of those windmills comes from?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is that. It's in service. So, I mean, I don't really have much to add about this. I thought it was interesting, though. I think it's kind of unfortunate. It's sad.
You chose this topic.
I'm heartbroken. Yeah, we were kind of just, shooting the shit last night, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, shit, Bad Baby's got cancer. We got to talk about that.
I didn't know that was her name, to tell you the truth.
Threat.
You haven't been on the Bad Baby train?
I let that.
You don't know about Gucci flip-flops?
I lapsed my focus after Cash Me Outside. I didn't follow up.
I guess it is our generation, so from your perspective, from the outside looking
Maybe you
in.
don't have enough brain rot.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Do you know, do you mew in your free time to get the jawbone up?
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant until recently. That's where you build up your jaw muscles or something?
Yeah.
Mew? Are you doing it right
Von
now?
Becker, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that he gets.
What happened
You know
in
how many
the-
bitches he gets like that, dude? He doesn't say a word. He just sits across the bar, just fucking.
Get him on his. Get him full screen here
Riz
real quick.
face.
Let's see that again.
This
Let's
guy's
do this.
autistic.
Riz face. Hit him with the Riz.
Let me see.
Yeah. It doesn't work. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
I feel like that might work, honestly. No, doesn't work.
Because people our age know what it's from, and it's just, they're like, oh, just another fucking.
It would work on a
retard.
mom.
If you were to, if you were to go out to a bar at your age and try to pick up a girl around your age, not a mom, what tactics are working these days?
I don't talk to women. Gave it up.
All right, to the point. What about you, Mihai? What's working for you out there for the gentleman watching?
There's no one thing that works.
That
You just have to be able to talk about any sort of nonsense at any moment, at any time, and go in any direction. And just listen and ask a lot of questions. That just goes across the board for all women. They just want to hear themselves talk.
Insightful. Well, then in that sense, things haven't changed.
No. It's actually probably easier to deal with the older women because they know. They just want to vent and then all right.
Yeah, they stop playing so much games as they get older. So you out there, you MILF hunting?
Aren't we all?
Should that be a show? Should we add that show to the list?
MILF hunters, yes.
Go out there.
You be like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You go out downtown to these college kid bars. Do you run into a lot of fucking old ladies? Does that happen?
You'd be surprised, but then they're all
on the
like
weekends.
I actually wouldn't be.
The kind though that go out in a college town are the ones that are like still stuck in that like. I think it's 2009 still.
Well, there's always there's that group of weird dudes that so we
it's like
go
the Bowling for Soup song 1985.
Now that so this is awkward for me when we go out after these shows. I'm literally I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we just play pool or something?
You're not that guy, pal.
But then I get bored, and I'm sure you've seen me do this already. Like I'll start saying weird, or I'll start like talking shit to dudes, or trying to get in a fight, or like telling girls that they're fat. Yeah, you can't bring me out down here. It doesn't go well. Like I'm antisocial.
Something happened last time, but I forget.
The guy had the poo shiesty on.
Oh, you came out with this too. That's right. Forgot about that.
You started yelling at someone.
Well, so like I'm already aging out of like you guys are gonna be going out for 10 more years down here and having a blast, and I'm like I can't.
I'm ready to retire.
I don't know if I got 10 more years in me.
Yeah, this last year.
You could probably go till 30. No. You like turn a little Mike McQuarrie-ish at that point.
I already feel Mike McQuarrie-ish.
We gotta get him on the
20
show.
Go out and drink. I'm
surprised we haven't run into him out.
Because the first question they always ask you is something along the lines of like, "What is your major?"
Well, then you're passing. You're trans college. You're trans passing. They believe you're whatever.
I like rocks.
It doesn't work with the sorority girls, dude. They vote Trump.
Well, that sounds like that would be even better for you.
Yeah, but
I know. Sometimes I can't stand Republican women.
Yeah, they're kind of airheady.
I feel like both you guys could go to a.
I feel like we have different types, and I keep Von Becker. Sorry,
it's all right.
Different types. He definitely goes for more liberal women, which might be like a coping mechanism.
You like that? Does it cracks you up when they get all pissed off and shit, or what?
Yeah, I guess.
Or is it like
It's weird though. They have
put on a chameleon outfit,
making them accept the most far right nonsense.
So you make them come your way?
I'm usually I've been dating a girl for a year and a half, but she deals with it. I usually just keep my mouth shut. I'm pretty unapologetic about my stances on politics and stuff.
All right, so you're honest about your opinions.
They learn to love me for who I am.
I think that's true. I think you're better off sticking to your guns than fucking changing your mind. I think you're right. Like, you take the craziest leftist ever. If you just don't give in, her ass loves you in like 10 minutes. It's weird.
They do like the attention of like, they have to argue with you now. Like, they have to.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's these crazy lesbian psychos out there that like you ain't.
I don't even mean that in a bad way. I just mean like they have to like understand why you think the way you think. Like, they can't believe that. Like, no, like they have to wrap their head around it, and they just don't stop talking to you.
Well, it's just a shit test, which is more from your that phrase is more from your generation than mine. But I don't know. Is that you get shit tested by women a lot?
I had my shit tested once. I had to poop in a bag and sent it to a lab.
You know what I mean?
How to come back?
I know you know what I mean.
Corn?
A-okay.
Well, it's just like they don't even fucking care what your actual answers to the questions are. They're just shit testing you.
Yep.
They just want to make sure you're not like being a chameleon, a boyfriend chameleon.
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
Is it still that way or?
Depends.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the hot girls are conservative now, is what you're saying?
It's debatable, but yeah, it's going that way.
It's going that
way.
Interesting.
They're definitely like, I don't know if conservatives were, but
David
they're not
Smith,
anti-Trump.
Fem Nazis. Can we talk about
the shooter,
the femcel, the racist femcel that
you want to talk about that?
Oh, let me just do an update reminder since Mihai's not being a producer, but we're at what's our chat count at? Because I really want to see this happen.
We're still at 10.
So in 10 more super chats, Axel will have to chug out of the Russian helmet of shame. I just want to remind you that can be 99 cents. Doesn't matter.
Get it, baby, get it.
Doesn't matter. But before the end of the show, or he might escape, we won't do
barf
it.
too.
With all that weird leather headgear and shit like that. And then also Ciderhaus, spelled like you see it on the screen. It's got its own channel on YouTube at Ciderhaus. show. We are live there on that channel now. Go over and subscribe.
That's what he gets. We bring him here for his first time. We come up with a new game. We make him drink out of
I don't even know. Like, I wasn't even Axel saying it had to be you. It just sort of between me and Mihai, he decided it would be you. And so that just...
When you were out of the room, we made an executive decision.
I think they call that hazing. But
we should get that Doofenshmirtz back here and have him do it.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But so the women just chasing the strong men? Like their opinions just bend to whatever the cool guy says?
I don't understand girls, so I don't have that answer.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
There's something primal in what you just said there.
Well, it wasn't.
I didn't mean that in a funny way. I mean
the impression, anyway, that the media would give you 5 years ago was that they were all super liberal. I think they are pretty liberal, but I somewhat agree.
Well, I'd say young girls as a whole still lean more liberal.
They do, okay.
But they're more conservative now than in previous generations.
Interesting.
Compared to like a last election cycle to this one, I think a lot of people switched over.
Well, you see stories like Blake and Riley or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that does have an impact on the psyche.
Watching the cruise. Sorry, I was kidding.
Is that fight? Fight on state? Wait, you know what that means, John?
What?
It means Penn State's playing SMU.
Ooh,
college football
Saturday.
Inaugural fucking playoff game.
Should we do like a live stream from the lounge?
We could
running
every touchdown. We can do a helmet beer.
Every touchdown we do a helmet beer.
So that sound mixer next to you, I have another one of those, so we could set up that so we could live stream from out there if we wanted to.
I wouldn't be opposed.
That would be kind of fun, honestly.
What's the spread at?
If you don't know, we are in Studio Center in State College, Pennsylvania. We're still a little bit behind on opening up to the public, but that will happen any moment now. But we are Penn State fans, I guess you'd say. I'm more a Joe Paterno fan.
He's one of the old heads.
I don't like James Franklin. He doesn't like
all the dreadlocks and the white shoes and the gold chains.
Pull up your pants.
Look respectable.
I just saw some fucking player got like a 7-figure. He plays for Alabama and he's in the transfer portal. The transfer portal has just fucked this all up.
It is wild. Speaking of, I actually have another link about that. So our backup quarterback is now transferring. He announced Bo
Prabula.
Yeah, he's transferring.
I saw that.
It's a weird situation. I fucked that up. But here, breaking news: Penn State quarterback Bo Prabula enters transfer portal. So he's backup technically, but he actually gets a lot. He probably averages 10 snaps a game. That might be a little high, but he gets in there. He plays. He's a good little utility. But just the way that the transfer portal works now, opening up before the playoffs actually happen, leaves him with no choice but to transfer now as opposed to afterwards, because then it would be too late. So it sucks, but
I blame the guy.
Yeah, this is Franklin here. I have this one and his response to it, and he sort of just sums up what I just said. But
had no intentions of leaving, but we got problems in college football, and I can give you my word. Bo Prabula did not want to leave our program, and he did not want to leave our program until the end of the season. But the way the portal is, and the timing of it, and the way our team is playing, and when you play the position of quarterback and there's only one spot, and those spots are filling up, he felt like he was put in a no-win situation, and I agree with him. And number one, I hate for it.
Speaks
number one, most importantly, for Bo Prabula. I don't think it's in the best interest of the student athlete. I don't think it's in the best interest of college football. But I think that's our challenge right now, right? Who is really running college football and making the best decisions for the student athlete?
All right, that probably could have been a 10
I think he needs more Gatorade. He needs more drinks.
Not sponsored.
You ever seen the video of Ronaldo?
That fucking guy's dehydrated, apparently.
Cristiano Ronaldo, he doesn't like to drink Coke, but whatever tournament he's at had a big sponsorship with Coke, but he walked up to the podium and just moved the Coke out of the camera. He does whatever he wants. It is strange. I don't know. It's strange because college football every year for the past, I would say maybe 4 years, has had like a drastic change included in it every year. And
Yeah.
it's becoming almost unrecognizable. I mean, I'm not saying anything new. I'm saying things that everyone else has been saying. Like, I don't know, it's weird. There's like actual NFL free agency and these guys are getting paid money and like they're going out and trying to find the best deal and having agents negotiate for them. The good news is our actual starting quarterback has now informed the school that he's coming back for his senior year next year, which I'm assuming is why backup quarterback
He's leaving, yeah.
transfers. So it all makes sense. It's just the timing of it all. It needs to get figured out. Now this all
it was like
up.
the last cool part of American sports was college football.
I think I've even said this before on here, but it's the closest thing we have to like European soccer, where it's like more about the community, and the team is like an embodiment of the community it's in.
Not anymore. Now it'll be some new dude every year that transferred in.
Yeah, and you know what though, like not to complain about it, because I think there's also good parts of it, like this one right here. We're one playmaker away every year, so I mean the portal makes it way more possible to get that playmaker.
Do you guys know what's happening with that Oregon thing? I think I saw a tweet the other day saying something about how they're like investigating the refs over that game.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was apparently.
I just saw some like I don't know, not clickbait, but just a title of some article, something about they're investigating the refs or something about that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw something along those lines too, but interesting stuff. We're gonna go back now too.
You mean like?
I just want to throw that in there and test it out, see what the crowd thought about a little football talk. You know, just the boys being boys, talking shop.
No, I'm all for it. We should get a specifically sports.
Yeah, and
show
we've talked
going.
about that before. I don't know. I just kind of want to see how they react to a little football talk. It doesn't seem like they liked it though.
Football has gone to hell, says Jeff Poor.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, not that I was ever a huge NFL fan, but like I stopped watching that a while ago, but I stuck with
it because I'm a Patriots fan.
I stuck with college because Penn State, you know, growing up here and whatnot, but
yeah, no, I mean, that's what I mean though. Like there's no other like sport will be possible to have 100,000 people go to a game in a town of 30,000 people.
We can't beat Ohio State, only Michigan. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Not wrong.
We're the perpetual like number 8 seed.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, then that's what they say. The new playoff system is literally meant for Penn State.
We do have some weird power. Hey, we had an investigation here,
and we somehow got the best seed despite losing every big game. Like our path to the championship is the easiest by far, which is hilarious.
So beat SMU,
and
then
upwards every time.
Who was after that? Somebody else shitty.
Boise State.
I don't know. I'll be right back. Anybody need a course?
I'm good.
I'll take one more.
One more.
Yeah. Like this is a good idea to watch the UDF. There he goes. Then
broke it.
Fucked it all up. While he's gone banking, you fucking A. You want to get back into the
So Counter-Strike, right? If you guys like gambling, I suggest.
Thanks, sir.
I don't know if anyone likes to gamble. I do once in a blue moon.
Wait, can you actually gamble on it?
I mean, yeah. So there's cases, which, I mean, there's been cases for that game throughout all the years. They'll add new ones and whatnot. But let's say you buy a case you can either get free ones by playing once in a while, or you can spend anywhere from like 30 cents to $100 on a case, because some ones are expensive, some ones are really cheap. But you get like, 1 in 400 chance of getting a gold, which is either a knife or a pair of gloves. And those can be worth some pretty crazy money.
Uh-oh, what's that? I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know what that
was. What was that?
You want to get into this Russian scooter store now?
Oh, yeah. Why not? Like I say, someone, I tried saying it earlier, there was someone named Scooter in the chat, and that reminded me of it.
That's funny. Yeah, Putin's nuclear general killed by a hidden e-scooter bomb in special operation. We have the video here. John, am I good to play this video of this guy getting blown up?
I don't think he's...
I just want to make sure we're not going to get like taken off the internet or anything.
Will. Who gives a shit?
All right.
It'll be all right.
That's how you figure this shit out.
All right. Fucking what so does anyone know exactly what happened? This happened somewhat recently, right?
Some general and some Russian general or something.
I guess we're about to find out. Watch the freaking video.
Oh yeah, this is it. Boom.
Oh, shit. Damn. That's not what I was picturing in my mind. In my mind, I was like picturing like an autonomous scooter riding up to him with no one on it and then just blowing up.
No, I think it was just like it was Planet or whatever.
It's not quite as fun.
No autonomous scooter.
More escalations in the war in Europe.
Oh, I was going to remind you, we're in the second hour here. We do have that phone call thing set up.
I know. I was flashing. I didn't say anything, though. I was just kind of giving a little teaser.
Oh, you put it up there?
Yeah, I did. Calling now.
This should work. If you want to call in and say hello, we're kind of doing a soft test of this. We didn't announce it, but you should be able to call this number and say what's up to us. So if you're so inclined, give us a buzz. And thoughts on any of the topics we've talked about today, honestly. I think so. You want to pull up the program real quick?
Preferably
show those topics real quick. You might need to take that.
Do that. I can do that. Video games, drones in New Jersey. Trump, as always.
Bad baby has cancer.
Bad baby has cancer. FBI investigation. We added a couple more topics that aren't necessarily on there, but...
Anyway, pull up that number and read it out for anybody that might be listening and not watching.
For anyone listening, the number is 202-922-770. Call now and you can talk to us.
7770.
202-922-7770.
We're on radio, it'd be like 202-922-770.
Call now. 202-922-770. Yeah, buddy, on the big and groovy hour in the morning, kicking it with the crew.
Say hello. You will not be on camera if that wasn't clear. It's just voice. It's audio. It's a call-in. It's been a while since we've done it.
Just, breaking the rust off.
If you dare.
I know we're probably going to talk more about this in depth on Thursday with the whole crew here, but you guys want to talk about the school shooting at all? Or?
Yeah, that's a good way to not be monetized, I hate to say. That's all fine. No, let's talk about it. I think it's more important to talk about it than...
We'll use football terms.
So, the latest I saw was there's pictures being released of the actual shooter. I'm going to try and pull that up. If we can see it here. They're on the left. Samantha
Is that
Hydra.
Samantha?
Samantha Hydra is the name of the
Samantha Hydra.
Yes, no. So that's actually probably not funny that we're making jokes about this situation.
It's a little funny.
I could see Kale right now rolling her eyes at me probably at home.
Yeah, probably.
But in a real note, I'll try and break it down with the actual
She can't keep getting away. Do we know if so the one thing I still am not clear on, is this a tranny or not?
No. It's
Circle
not.
Jerk 3cc. What's up, by the way, buddy? Rudy. Oh, you got a Skype call.
We got our first call.
So you got to open it on the curved monitor.
Oh, wait, they hung up on me. Call back.
They hung up?
They hung up. I was just about to click it, and they hung up. Unless I accidentally
throw that number up again.
Unless I accidentally hung up on them. Call now at 202-922-770 and get your floors fixed today.
That really will connect to us. We will say, oh, hey, what's up? And we're also, we need a couple more super chats to see this kid chug out of.
Yeah, we're still at 10 out of 20.
Give me 99 cents.
Falling behind schedule now. Falling behind schedule.
I'm just saying, the heavy lifting has been done by a few people.
Hold it down one more time. Show them what they're paying for here. Hold it up one more time. Show them what they're working.
Oh, we got a call.
There's our call. Hello, sir. You are on.
Is this Ciderhaus?
This is the Ciderhaus.
What is up?
Not much. What is your name, sir?
This is Mr. Heimel from McKean County, Pennsylvania. From a fellow Commonwealth, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. We're just working out some double chat here.
No, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the first time I've ever checked into your whole deal.
Oh, really? We appreciate it.
All the shit that you're talking about topic-wise is pretty much everything that I've been fiending about video-wise on the internet for the last, month or so.
No, sweet. We hit the algorithm.
Well, I mean, my old man's kind of he's a politician here in small town Pennsylvania. He deals with a lot of strange issues from like veterans affairs to like, you know, drug court reform and fucking has like 4 sons who are drug addicts and has to fucking like levy the fucking opinions of, you know, farmers and frackers and all kinds of weird shit.
That's the interesting thing about Pennsylvania. There's so many different
you know,
types of people in one small place.
Yeah, he's got to make everyone happy, you know. And I'm a construction worker. You know, I work like 10 hours a day, and I'm a musician.
Nice.
Kind of like my passion, but
yeah, kind of music.
And I voted for. Well, I play a lot of like funk and blues. My band has a show. I'm not gonna like plug our shit, but we're playing. You know, we're playing a shitty dive bar for subpar pay. You know, and some free beers and
the best ones.
Some food.
You're preaching the choir here, man. You should see
it's gonna be dope. If the drummer shows up and isn't like more than 5 beers deep, it'll be a fantastic occasion.
That is hilarious. Well, since it's your first time, I should introduce you to the world famous, the world champion, John Ward. It's technically his channel. He's the reason this is all possible.
Nah, you can keep running the show. But hey, thanks for calling in. I was fixing an audio echo and I missed who was calling in.
No, this is Blair Heimel from. I grew up in Potter County, Pennsylvania, God's country, unfortunately named.
Right on.
But I live in Bradford, PA, right now, middle of fucking ARGville, and I work carpentry, but it's for Trump. And what's that?
Is Bradford the one with the Zippo Museum?
Oh, you bet. Our unfortunate moniker, our logo, if you will.
I've been there. It's awesome.
You can put anything on a Zippo, but it'll fucking lighten the wind, and I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I had a cousin bring me a Zippo from like a knockoff Zippo from Hungary once, and he like thought it was really cool. He's like, "Here you go." I was like, "Dude, they're made like a couple hours from here."
Well, I'm curious. We've been talking about a number of things on the show. Caller, I'm talking to you now, and so I'm curious.
Yeah, I was an infantry veteran. I mean, I was really interested recently in like the drone shit. Recently, I have an uncle who worked for Boeing. Shit.
He's the one putting the vegetable.
I don't think anyone actually has any fucking idea what's going on, and that's, I mean, seriously.
Do you think the drones are American or another country or aliens?
I think they're 100% American. They have like fucking FAA lights on them. If they weren't ours, they would have been blasted to fucking smithereens. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think if they were allowed to occupy said airspace with like non-adverse consequence, they would have been dealt with. You know, as a military person, I think that's pretty much the mind state of like our airspace is like the most sacred because that's like the most, you know, I guess everyone's concerned about it. But I think truly when I, you know, saw the limited footage we had, I'm kind of thinking there's a lot of obfuscation going on the internet, and like I think the orb videos are kind of interesting too, because there's a little bit of, you know, stuff with there's disconcerting things going on with like, you know, I would say like the way we're labeling like different footage. Like the one on the news was like straight up like an orb, right? The Channel 7 CBS video or whatever the fuck that was.
Of like the sky and all the moving parts in it.
I thought it was like this, like it was like this multicolored orb looking thing that was on like this local Channel 7 news thing that I saw. Was that not true?
I don't know what's true and what's not true is the problem. Like I saw there was a video.
Neither do I, man. That's why it's like, what the fuck? I'll call him in. What's up?
There was a video Joe Rogan posted of like a time lapse of the sky, and you see all these orbs moving around. And then the community notes under it on Twitter was like, "This is actually a video of the Nevada skyline from 2019." But then my next question is, well, okay, why are there so many orbs moving around the Nevada skyline in 2019? So I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, we need Art Bell. They're like maybe like some. I don't know. We need a consumer advocate for one, and we need somebody like a investigative journalist to actually fucking go on site. I think who's worth a shit, and not some like internet dweeb,
like John Ward,
like who's just saying. Like I think somebody with like telescopes. Like I've seen some videos with like people, you know, saying they're like going to go there, but then I watch what they're saying, and then they're just obviously trying to, you know, promote whatever the hell. But
yeah.
I think on-site, you know, primary history and you know, like on-site journalism needs to be revitalized for one, and like primary source of information and things like word of mouth. You know, like I don't know what the hell has happened to our journalism and our accountability. My dad's my family's had a lot of journalism. We've been involved in a couple of papers locally, and my dad's he's a commissioner, but before that he was an editor for the papers. And I got to do stupid like editorials and shit with them, and like go and like let's say interview like the daughters of the American Revolution, and like all of a sudden it's boring, but then like you're learning all this weird shit, and like on some boring shit you realize the value of like true information. And I think we've kind of lost touch with our fucking families and how we receive information and how we communicate since COVID, and for two, how we actually like vet information. So I just want to say you guys are having good topics of discussion. I appreciated it. So
hey, man.
Thanks for calling in. Yeah,
we appreciate it. I'm gonna say goodbye, and like I said, this is your first time watching us, so that's really cool. And maybe you'll stick around.
I wanted to call. I saw the number on the screen. I was like, fuck it, what up?
That's awesome. That's the whole point. So,
well, we appreciate your help experimenting. We just brought the phone number back, so we'll have some more of that. But we appreciate you calling in some good thoughts.
Yeah, check out my music on YouTube on Heimelhead. That's my last name, Heimelhead.
All right.
On YouTube.
Right on.
There you go. Everyone go check out Heimelhead. Hey, man, you take it easy. We appreciate it. Have a good one.
Take it easy.
All right, peace out, fellas.
Later. You could throw that number back up if you want to keep taking calls.
Once again, call now, 202-922-7770. He's a cool dude. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool.
My time in radio, 777-0. Yeah. Okay. So we it's been a while, but we got I'll tell you what I did there to fix that echo afterwards. Well, we also got some good chats. You could always bring the chat up if you want. We're starting to get the interchangeable set decorations going too there on that shot you just had. So, but all right, at the top, Lord of the Ree. What was the number? You want to throw that up one more time over the chat for Lord of the Ree if you want to call
202-922-7770.
Just audio. You will not be on screen, but feel free to give us a call. Line should be clear now. We'll take a look at this after the fact. If there's any audio misalignments, we'll get that all adjusted. But we appreciate your patience, having some fun, having some people call in. Okay, Trevor, Joby. Oh, we got another one.
No way.
How are we doing, sir?
It's Lord of the Ree.
Hey, welcome back.
Well, thanks for calling in, man.
Hey, first of all, I want to say I was right. When the election day stream, I said he was going to get the popular vote and get at least 300 electoral votes. But I mean, anyone paying attention really could have guessed that.
I'm not sure any of us remember anything you said, to be honest, but I'll take your word for it.
Did you call in right after?
I only remember half of what I said.
That's it. Right after you donated, we all took a shot, something like that.
Yeah, it was great. And then second, I wanted to say it's awfully convenient that they want us to think all this stuff is coming from a country that they just so happen to have been wanting to bomb for like the last 20 years.
David Smith, the newest advertisement for Squid Games. That brings our total up to 11 real quick. Sorry, that brings our total up to 11 for the Super Chats at 20.
9 more to go for the chug.
Yeah.
All right, Lord of the Ree, though, I mean, isn't it convenient that that we have this, or some country that will remain unnamed has this hard-on for a war with Iran, and suddenly there's supposedly an Iranian mothership launching drones off the East Coast. What could
I wonder if it was made in the same factory as that Nigerian super armor they had.
You're out on the, I don't mean to dox you, so you can lie to this. Prepare your lie. But you're out on the West Coast, I believe.
Midwest. You're right. It is the West Coast.
West Coast?
Yeah, he is Midwest, or he's West Coast.
You got any drones out there on the West Coast? That was my question.
I actually tweeted a picture. It said not your Twitter account of one that I saw earlier.
So you really are seeing them? No shit?
It was an airplane. But it's really easy to make it look like one. It just looks like two balls of light.
Yeah, you just zoomed out and made and adjusted the focus or whatnot. Yeah, that is me. I was talking about orbs, or somebody was. And I'm not trying to not that there's not such things. I don't know.
I'll pull up the video.
Right.
While you do.
I'm not up in the sky or anything like that, but I do know that if you take a light in the distance and you fuck with your focus, it sure looks like an orb.
Yeah. No, it's all awfully convenient.
Hey, let me ask you this because you're politically involved. You got any predictions for, let's say, January 2025 through maybe July 2025?
I know we're probably going to get a lot of pardons the first day he rolls in there.
There's a video I was talking
Then
about.
hopefully he gets to work on the tariffs so our economy doesn't crash completely.
That would be nice.
You know, it's going to be rough, but how rough is the question.
Do you think they're going to keep relentlessly going after Trump with the lawfare and that sort of stuff?
I think it depends on how many of his picks and people that could change things get confirmed as to whether or not they'll actually be able to, do that. But I have no doubt they will certainly try.
They'll certainly try. Oh, man. When did you, what year would you say roughly to the nearest year did you start getting heavily or focused on or engaged with politics? When did you start paying attention?
I would say probably roughly 2011, 2012. I was getting out of high school, and then everyone was talking about Obama, and I was like, oh, who's this guy? And I looked into it and found a lot of interesting stuff and wound up here.
You voted for him, right? Twice.
I voted for Ron Paul.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. You voted for Hillary twice.
Hey, Ron Paul is involved in this new administration.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
So technically I voted for him twice.
I've said this before. I said Ron Paul walked so Trump could run.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
That's fair.
There you go.
He started this populist right movement that we're doing now.
Being on the left coast, as you are, Lord of the Ree, you got any advice for left coasters on how to survive the next 6 months, let's say?
Join Greater Idaho.
Staying out of that and just staying out of cities, but that's generally a good idea anyway.
Unfortunate truth these days. Von Becker actually goes to cities, and he sits outside of Hilton hotels when major companies have their earnings calls and waits for the CEOs to walk out 3:30 in the morning.
Don't do that to me.
That's something to do, I guess.
Yeah, everyone passes their time in their own way.
Well, I appreciate, Lord of the Ree, your reminder about Inward that is still being worked on. No concerns there. I know I've been a little absent in the Gilded channel lately. I got to figure out. I've got too many different platforms that I'm checking repeatedly throughout the day, and so we'll see what we want to do with Guild. We had to move away from Discord because it was the fucking FBI, and now we have Gilded, but Gilded has its own issues and anything like that. But so I don't know any other Mihai. I don't know if you want to pull up that program real quick, but was there any other major topics I want to pick your brain on here? I'm stalling while Mihai pulls up the right scene. Program, bro. Is there anything?
What were your thoughts on Bad Baby having cancer?
What, Lord of the Ree, what were your thoughts on Bad Baby having cancer?
You think that was a good topic to include? Or?
Let's just say she has an OnlyFans, and I'm sure that lube probably has a lot of chemicals that shouldn't be in your body.
That's why I use coconut oil.
Fuck me. Well, dude, it was super fucking cool to have you call in, and thank you, like the previous caller, for entertaining our sort of. It's always trial and error for us on Ciderhaus, but it was cool to have you here on a Tuesday. And I know you personally. We'll get you on a different John Ward show as we start doing more of that on the channel. But any other final thoughts before we let you go, particularly on the drones, or at least from my angle, I'm curious, predictions for 2025. or any just sort of general advice for us poor bastards out here dealing with all this?
Well, like many people have probably pointed out already, it's, again, awfully convenient that they're also wanting to put through all this legislation to handle a problem they created in, many such cases.
Create the problem, sell the solution.
Yeah, make a hell of a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet Nancy Pelosi has probably bought some new stocks recently. If anyone wants to look into that, just saying.
No, 6 months ago in drone companies, she bought a bunch of stock.
Yeah, we should check that. What has she recently bought?
If she also recently bought stock in a company that makes bionic hips.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't mean to jump on your producer role there, Mihai. Sorry.
I don't know even what you're apologizing for.
I don't know. I just didn't want to leave Lord of the Rings hanging.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Any of you guys got any questions for him? He's a 3cc delegate. If he's not, it's just because I'm slow on the website. But yeah, good dude. Musical dude.
Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about that too. But
you've been working on any other songs for Inward?
I got a couple more in mind I could probably knock out, given the time frame.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick plug. So I have this issue with copyright. There's all Hank Williams Jr.'s music has entered the public domain, but just the music, not the recording.
That's funny.
And so
yeah, it's funny because I actually got a copyright strike on one that I replied to it. I was like, this is public domain, and it's me doing a cover of it, and then they eventually dropped it. But yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, they will do that. Just because you're legally allowed to doesn't mean they'll let you do it. That's that fucking horse shit. But you could dispute that one if you want to go through that process.
Yeah, I did.
It's always a fun one to do.
Yeah, I went through that and they dropped it. So all you have to do is just tell them to fuck off. And they usually do.
Up for yourself. Well, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did. Yeah, so you can, any cover you want of Hank Williams music is now greenlit. You just can't play his actual recordings yet. So that was pretty. That was cool to see. So yeah. So you've been my guy on this TV show that nobody knows what I'm talking about because I haven't released any of it yet. But yeah, you've been re-recording all these Hank Williams things, which has been really cool to see. So
before we let him go, I just want to pull this up here. This is Nancy Pelosi's most recent trade. NVIDIA, you could, I guess, tie to drones because they probably make the chips for it, but.
June, she bought NVIDIA.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. REFO.
Scroll up a little bit.
REFO.
Google it.
This.
Find out.
Stop.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Estimated net worth $275 million.
Wow.
That's a lot of ice cream.
During the Trump administration.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. We're looking at Nancy Pelosi's how much money she's made.
Or during the Biden one, I meant. Look at that. As soon as Trump got out of office, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't even have to hide. Look at that.
Williams channel, what's going on? I don't want to leave Lord of the Rings hanging. Should we let him go?
Yeah, all right. Let's appreciate it, man. I once again, I've only ever met you via phone call, but always nice to talk to you.
Yeah, you guys have a great night. God bless.
Hey, take it.
It was good to have you. Take it easy, buddy. And Williams channel, I just want to, if you're able to click that in the doc in OBS, you should be able to pull that comment back up. 10 months of keeping it hard M as hell. Williams channel. If you'll go to the PTZ position 3 camera. So the artwork behind me here, that is Williams channel. He's got some other ones on the other walls. I'm trying to fucking orient myself.
One behind me, but
there's 3 of them in here. Incredible posters. These original copies are for sale on commit. There you go. There's another one. Yeah, but anybody ever wants to create any original art, there you go. I think that might be my favorite one. 3cc, don't let your memes be dreams. That fucking weirdo tranny dress wearing person there with the sword and shit like that. And so, yeah, very much want to promote your work, William, in the new year. We'll hit it hard. But yeah, so we have a bit of a gallery here at Studio Center. Any original mimetic, god damn it, artwork. Oh, it's far behind me. There it is. That's also a good one. Can you? Yeah. Look at those Pepes. Fucking screaming liberal in the bottom right with a knife in her back.
Yeah.
Swastika. Yeah, incredible stuff. And so all about this, I really want to highlight original creators. It doesn't cost me that much to print a copy of your, if you do it in a standard size. We'll get it up on the wall. That's my point. Lord of the Ree, Long Walks Music. Long Walks with an S, music, YouTube. It's adequate. Check it out. Strongly encouraged. He's been doing some great covers for me. So,
hey, thank you very much, Lord of the Ree.
Yeah.
That brings us up to 12. 12 out of 20. 8 more to go, people. 8 more to go.
8 more to go. What time is it?
It is 7:37.
Ooh, we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah, whatever we want, really. But also, while we're still at it.
Call now, 202-922-7770. We got a bit more time. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly in here, isn't it? Should I turn the heat on, see what happens, sound-wise?
Sweating.
Yeah, I'm not cold
I had
at
to
all.
show off my shirt.
Hey, go ahead. Take it off.
Hold on, I gotta get the...
Yeah, I'll get it.
My real question, Axel, is are you going to chug this anyway?
Yeah. I'll do something. All right, how do I get the fucking... It's that camera. I can never...
What's that saying? The little...
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms should be a convenience store, not a government agency.
I like the pose.
I got broad shoulders. Definitely not 150 pounds.
Broad shoulders, small hands. You tell me what that means.
Fuck you.
What does
I don't
that
see an Adam's apple. Do you see an Adam's apple?
Yeah, it's pretty prominent. We'll give him that.
I do have shoulder pads on. Built in.
And his sock stuffed in his pants for some reason.
902. What's that number? One more time.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The number 902. 902? 202? 202?
902.
202. 922. 7770.
Oh, no!
Look at that production. Yeah, give us a call, audio only, if you still want to talk. We're also 8 super chats short of Axel chugging out of the fucking Russian helmet of shame. So, 99
should
cents.
we try and get back into this school shooter? It feels very unprofessional every time we talk about dead kids and get interrupted by a
phone
Skype
call?
Yes. Starting off especially with pulling up Sam Hyde and then going into
Your call, man. Whatever you want to do.
We can generally talk about it because I know we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
All I saw was that she's just, at least the manifesto that came out was supposedly hers. Who knows if that was true or not, but I just basically saw a lot of racism and man-hating. It said something about men from the age of being an infant to elderly just should be killed, and that she does not like black people. So that's really all I got from the manifesto.
Was it a tranny?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I hear.
I think it might have been like a femboy.
I don't think he was.
What is a femboy for those of us?
What was the word we used to use for it? Tomboy.
Oh, that's what a femboy is? Is just a tomboy?
No. Big difference.
Well, what's the difference?
What is the difference?
I wouldn't know.
I feel you do know.
We got to go to Thailand to figure that one out. That's lady boys.
What's the difference? What is a femboy?
Let me Google it. Well,
yeah, we might have to Google this one. I don't know.
All right, I might have to go grab a beer while you Google.
Well, do your thing.
What is a femboy?
Should I turn on the heat?
Images.
Femboy is a slang term for a young, usually cisgender male who expresses himself in a way that is traditionally feminine. Oh, so it's actually the opposite.
A femboy is just a gay dude.
Yeah, it's just a feminine male.
Just a gay. Just one of those gays.
Oh, William's channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, William.
Very much. You don't have to, but we appreciate it.
We appreciate that. It also doesn't have to be. It can be, again, 99 cents. We need, 7 more now? I just want
8 more. 8 more.
We're at 12?
We're at 12.
Ooh, all right. I might have to get on our chat and just donate $8 just to see this happen. Does anybody else want a Coors Light? Hey, no one is answering me. Should I just turn the heat on? We can watch it?
I'm not cold. That was my answer.
I'm good.
Truly?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll just get a beer.
I have my freaking pants hiked up here.
I don't know. It just feels colder in here to me. I don't know.
Hot.
Does anybody want a fucking Coors Light?
I'm good still. Von Becker.
Hey, you want a fourth right again?
He's getting lost in the sauce. He keeps staring at himself on screen.
Pull it up
I
full
was
screen.
reading the Trebor.
Yeah, hold on. Which one?
The Trebor. Only fit
Trevor Job.
The grad of awkwardness. Didn't need to self-harm or hurt anyone else. My coworker had 2 kids at the school, and he left early yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Well, God bless. Hopefully everyone's okay. Emotionally, I mean, it's tough. Like, I don't know how a kid can.
Yeah, and is that her own school?
Go through something like that. Like, imagine if at OOV that happened.
Oh, this would just be fucked.
Yeah. Do you remember after fucking Sandy Hook, though, when they installed the security system there? It used to be where you could walk in, like anyone, any time of the day, could just open the door and walk into the school. And then after Sandy Hook, they put on like all these alarm systems on all the doors. So every time like you open one without getting buzzed in, it would like set off an alarm.
Good. I mean, our high school changed. If you remember when, I mean, you were there when they had the new school, I think, a little bit, but
yeah,
there was probably 45 different entrances to both schools.
No, it was the new school was literally like built. If a school shooter happens, like each individual section shuts down and it traps that person in that section with like these big steel doors.
Which is sad that they have to, design them like that.
Yeah, no, it literally is like a fucking fort.
Or 1-2.
The new high school, John, every there's like 4 pods all connected by hallways.
Yeah.
In the event of a school shooter, each pod individually locks down with big steel doors. So like whatever they are, they get trapped in that pod.
What if you're underneath the door?
You like Indiana Jones, you pull your hat out.
Yep.
Does it have something? Does it just crush you if you're that unlucky?
Probably. Dude, there would be videos like everyone panicking, like one kid trips and falls and like he's trying to like grab his books and the door closes on him.
She was on our radar and then adjusted to they, them was on our radar. Yeah, they don't want to mispronoun that fucking girl.
Probably was. If I had to bet money on it, the FBI probably had him on a radar.
Isn't it wild? So how old were you guys when Columbine went down?
I don't think we were even born.
Oh, really? No, you were.
What year was...
Oh, maybe you weren't.
That was the early 90s, wasn't it? Like 91, am I just pulling that out of my ass?
God damn, I'm old.
Yep.
99. So
okay, well, I was either...
It was just such a... Yeah, it was such a big deal. And now it's like normalized, I guess is the word. The school shooting thing.
Well, there was some picture that she had the same shirt on as one of the dudes from Columbine. There's a picture of him with this one. I don't know if it was a band or something, but she had the same exact shirt. So
this is a point I was trying to make last week with Geik.
Schizo.
Geik was trying to say that he doesn't think that there's ever going to be another attempted assassination of a CEO. I was like, well, there weren't school shootings before Columbine, and now they're all the time.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if more schizos take to the streets and try to make a name for themselves and then realize they're just fucking stupid.
You think that's what it's about? Making a name for yourself? I'm not saying it's
maybe not this past one, but I think it wouldn't surprise me if, just a bunch of fucking mentally ill people, see all this in the news and be like, "Oh, whoa, I can be on the news. I can do something."
Especially with the praise and love that this Luigi guy's getting.
Yeah.
A bit strange. Yeah.
Just imagine if he was ugly.
Says the guy
if
that
he was ugly, I don't think
arguing
he
his side of the
he wouldn't be getting
story.
the hate or the love he's getting right now.
I don't know. I mean, I still don't even know if it's the right guy.
I'm kind of with you.
Never know.
Kind of with you.
Nothing adds up. How does he have all the perfect things to link him to the murder on him at the time they arrest him in Altoona?
Fucking Altoona.
I don't know. And we were talking about this the other night. Like all the numerology about it. Like everything was like 286.
Some Twitter thread I saw. I didn't look into it to see if it was actually.
I don't know anything.
But it was something like
Are
286.
You a number guy?
I am kind of a number guy. I mean, I pay attention to that sort of stuff. I think it's interesting. But
I just kind of tend to devil's advocating you. You can make any number or pattern work if you're looking for it.
Yeah, probably. But do you even know what we're talking about? Have you seen it in this 286?
This thing was like his. Also, this comes from Twitter and from someone I don't know.
It was like
take it with a huge grain of salt.
So like the amount of followers that he had was 286. The amount of posts he had was 286. The amount of like, I don't know, the exact miles from where he was caught from the place of the murder was 286 miles.
So my question would then be, what's the significance of the number 286?
There's a proverb.
In the
let me see.
The denial code, I guess, for the healthcare or United Healthcare
is 286.
Was 286. There's some kind of code for them. 286 has something to do with I don't know, something to do with that. But
Very unprofessional, John.
It's fucking Michael. Why is Michael calling me in the middle of a show? He's probably trying to tell me what the code is. Just type it in the chat, Michael. What are you doing?
Put the number up.
286.
Proverbs 28:6. Integrity, not money, is what matters.
So I guess then my next question would be like, well, why would somebody bake that number with that message into this whole? Who's the message?
I don't know. That almost that's like Ted Kaczynski level of like pre-planning.
Who wrote the message and who is the message for? That's the next questions.
The alleged killer.
Well, no, I mean, I know
if you believe the narrative, that's actually this Luigi guy. Otherwise, I guess the story would be that it's all set up in a room.
The more straightforward one is, so who is that message for?
Us.
Why? Why would he send you a?
Well, that's the question, John. He's trying to hide some sort of hidden message in this number 286.
Oh, so there's a consensus that there's a hidden message in that number, but what that message is?
Well, what that is it's tying the whole healthcare thing is what the current theory thread is, right? Where it's that denial code is 286. The Proverbs verse about.
But why would he do that? Like, how is that amplified? It hasn't, in my opinion.
Maybe it's just an Easter egg or something.
Yeah, I think it's just to add more layers to
you're answering what it is, but not why would he do that?
Yeah, but
I'm not saying
that's the question I'm asking.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying he didn't do it, and I'm not saying there's not a reason. But so that is the question. If you're investigating this, you're accepting that he did that on purpose. Why?
Yes.
I can't really see an obvious reason why.
The only thing I think of is he was doing it to point out the denial code thing.
Just like a little extra fuck you sort of thing, little spice.
Also, it could be complete bullshit. I didn't do any research into this, so.
This was us on Twitter last night. Just
taking it all as fact, he did do it on purpose. That number really is in there. Why? What has that done? What has it made worse? What has it made better? Yeah, go ahead and call it. I don't know. It's just like, it seems like a lot of, you were talking about, we were talking about earlier about getting distracted from the truly important things and the things the media does in order to not talk about other things. Is this just a clever way of distracting numerically minded, pattern recognizing people? Because why? Like, what is the payoff of learning that? What do you now know that you didn't know before by spotting this pattern? If the answer is nothing, then I'm kind of inclined to say that it's just coincidence.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going at. It kind of just seems like it could be a ruse, like someone to throw you off the actual trail.
Cun and Stunt in the chat, why the puppet show? Look this way while we degen elsewhere. But yeah, but like, wouldn't it have accomplished all that without this code that only a niche number of people even pay attention to?
Yeah, but who's to know pre-murder what's going to actually stick and what's not? We might as well throw a bunch of shit out there.
Got a call.
Here we go. We got a call. Hello, sir. You're live.
Hey, dude, check it out. How you guys doing?
What's going on?
Pretty good. Who are we talking to here?
This is Dude. Check it out over at Gilded.
What's going on, dude? Check it out.
What up? I just want to say hi. Appreciate all you do. And thanks for winning Pennsylvania. You guys rock.
Thank you. No.
We appreciate that. We won't take too much credit for it, but super cool to have you call in. Thanks for tolerating our experimenting.
Yeah, no, this is cool.
You're more than welcome to comment on
video chat or not.
Oh, you're the one that's waiting on me. Yeah.
No. I've already done that with you twice now, by the way.
Okay.
But during your all show, we could toss up maybe, I don't know. I know you had like this chair thing set out one time where you were putting delegates in chairs next to you on a screen.
Oh, yes.
Any plans for that anymore?
Yeah, no, that's coming back. That's 3cc. The Deacon Mojack has been bear hunting all winter, and we're just waiting for him to come back before we do that show again. And he keeps telling me he's coming back, and then he keeps hunting bears. So I'm at the mercy of his decision, just like you're at the mercy of mine. But that, for what it's worth, that's what's going on there. The Congress sort of show. the Deacon Mojack wanted to be a part of it. I want him to be a part of it, and then he decided to go hunting. So that's where it currently stands.
Got it. All right. Cool. Well, hey, it's nice and warm here in Southern California.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, okay. You have to live in California.
I'm cruising like in a friggin'
How much did you pay
t-shirt
for
all
gas
day,
to
dude.
get home?
How much did you pay for gas to get home? He asked.
Yeah, right now it's $4 a gallon.
Yeah, but the weather's nice.
That's not that far off from what we pay.
Honestly, yeah, no, it's not.
We've had some winters where we actually could swim. The water was not cold at all.
Oh, I hate you
Yeah.
so much. So much animosity and hatred for you right now.
Well, that's why there's nearly 50 million people here, man. The weather is just year-round. It's the best.
Yeah, no, I've been
Mostly in Southern Cal, though. Mostly in Southern Cal. I'm in the Inland Empire. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that. It's just a little bit east of L.A., about 50 miles east of L.A.
It's a little
It's
Lynchian.
better than San Diego because San Diego gets cold because it's too close to the ocean. But where I'm at, man, it's the best weather ever.
Well,
Yeah,
with respect,
year-round.
since you put in the trouble to call in, Mihai, if you'll pull up the program, but with respect to the things we talked about, so drones and all that kind of stuff, any thoughts, predictions?
Not really particularly. No, I've kind of been looking at little things here and there on X and then on Gilded, what people have thrown up in the chats and stuff. But honestly, I don't really care. There's nothing going on there.
You've been around a while.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, it's boring on the East Coast. Sorry to tell you that, guys. It's kind of boring out there. So if unbeknownst drones are making you all horny, I think you got to find something else to do.
Yeah, just remember, when I'm up at work making money, feeding the kids, paying the bills, you're still sleeping.
I'm up pretty early out here on the West Coast, but yeah.
But then when
I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Well, you have to get anywhere out here. It takes an hour, 2 hours to get 20 miles.
Fucking California. Holy
Dude,
shit.
it takes me an hour and a half to get 33 miles.
That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. That part sucks, but that's all right. That's all right. It's still good.
Hey, man,
but
we
I'm sick
appreciate
of
you
it.
calling in.
Yeah, thank you for calling. It's good to have you. I hope to hear from you more in the future.
Yeah, it's a blast, man. You guys are awesome.
We appreciate it. We have a ton of fun, too. It was good to have you.
Yeah, you take it easy, man.
All right, buddy. All right, see you guys later.
Have a good night.
I'm gonna flash this up here one more time. It's not okay golf. He has sounded off on our whole denial code theory. He's had a lot to say. So,
all right,
you want to get your word out? Go ahead, call.
There's the number. I got to give me like
202-922-7770.
30 to 60 seconds, one more round trip, and then we'll. What time is it right now?
It is 7:54.
Oh, all right. I'll be right back.
Only 6 minutes.
Time them. What are you saying? 6 minutes until we get to the super chat call? Yep. Sitting at 12 still out of 20. Yeah. We were ahead of schedule to start the show off, and then it just died down in the second hour. I just don't want to see you drink out of that helmet.
Thank you, guys, honestly. I didn't want to drink out of it at all, but just so people can see.
It is a real helmet, too. I'll shoot him it.
Yep.
Want me to?
No. Well, you got the gun here.
I'll let him. Oh, what's that noise?
It's a Nerf gun, for anyone wondering.
We're playing Minecraft over here on the computer. That's what that noise was. What do you think? Your first show, really? Your first live show? What do you think?
Very exciting.
How you been doing? You holding in there? You hanging in there?
I've had to pee again for the past.
You're allowed to go pee at any time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to.
You can't now. Now that he left first, you have to stick around and stay.
It would just be rude.
It would be. I'm curious what the chat thinks of Axel Von Becker here. You guys are all regulars. He's the new guy, so you should. I feel like they've been generally soft on him. I don't know.
Did I get back just in time to do a critique of the new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're just.
He's a raging homosexual. That's very obvious.
If you saw his old ID photo, you might think that. Williams Channel donating again with the 99 cents. I appreciate.
He's
Someone's
getting us closer. Down. What are we at? What's our count 13, at right now?
Well, actually, I don't know what we're at because it didn't update after that one. And
Watch us be at like 30.
Can you refresh the window? No, it's not. I don't think it's at 20 yet, but
I just said let's celebrate the 20th Super on a live stream.
David Smith, so I can go pee. Thank you.
Who said that?
David Smith.
Oh no, yeah. You can go whenever you want, man.
The guy from Joe Rogan.
But you said we're at 20.
I don't know. I'm trying to refresh it. How do I refresh it?
Let me come over there. Hold on.
Oh, their 20th Super on live stream.
What's up?
It might have been. I think we might be at 20.
Live chat.
Where?
Click that. Go to live chat.
Technical difficulties.
Not difficult.
Well, just questions. Not necessarily concerns. Questions. Because I did not update after that last one, so it makes me wonder where we're actually at. Peeling back the curtain. You guys get to see what it's really like now. It's not all gun drops and rainbows. Sometimes you got to figure some shit out.
Yeah, we're at 12.
It says we're still at 12. I don't think it updated though, because I told you 8 last time.
What's that?
I told you we were still 8 away last time.
Well, that could have been you fucking up last time.
Guess the only way to find out is if somebody else donates, but I don't.
Oh, what time we at? What's like what time is it?
7:58.
Ooh.
Yoinkers.
You gonna do it anyway? Like we could make a compromise, which is like if we get
Maybe I'll do half a beer.
Half a
Coors Light.
That's weak. I think I say if we get one more, you do the whole. What do you say?
All right.
At that point,
you said yes.
my leg.
not much difference between half and full.
There's not much
If
difference.
you're already there, the bad part is having to drink out of the helmet. Not having to drink.
If you missed the beginning, I
This is
unplugged my
lead paint
headphones.
in here.
Wait, Axel, Markets and Moto has a question for you.
Axel can tell us his opinion of Jerry Sandusky, then we'll judge him. Go ahead, buddy.
This one's on you. Floor is yours.
Pedophile. I think he touched some kids and he needs to be in jail. I hope he gets touched in jail.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, it did update.
All right, are you down for that? I mean, this is a pretty good way to end the show. I'm not going to lie. Oh, he's getting serious.
Shit.
You got to go to PTZ probably.
On it.
All right, so we have. I'll let Williams sing. You want to?
Oh, now we're at 14. So it did update. I don't know what happened there.
We got some. This is a game worn, is what they say. Game worn battle helmet from Russia. We got the leather.
Game worn, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's no major riveting in here, so it should hold this whole beer.
Has some nice leather straps here, a little bit of rust and stuff. So hopefully the lead or the paint's not what has lead. We'll see. You know what? If I feel sick tomorrow, we'll know what happened.
I'm telling. I'll do one of these sooner or later. I'm not.
What if it just leaked out the bottom?
I feel like I'm back in college playing rugby again. Did you put the whole thing in there?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Oh, you gonna drink it out of that little like visor lip? All right.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
The leather Coors.
That was the best way to drink.
Thank you, Smith.
I would drink it out of the little visor. Oh, you're going out the back?
Buzzes.
The back? All right.
No, I'm going from the front. It's safer.
Here's to Axel. He's true blue. He's a piss pot through and through. He's a bastard, so they say. He tried to go to heaven, but he went the other way. He went down, down, down. What? Oh, down. Oh, Zin. Down, 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 down. I saw this on OnlyFans once before. How much is left?
How much you got left? Yeah.
You got to get that down. Vladimir Putin's old helmet. You got to do him. You got to do him right. You got to do them right. How much is left? Oh. You got to put it on. You got to put it on if it's empty.
That was not him.
Bro. Incredible.
I honestly, I can't. Oh, that won't work. Good to be on the back. I thought that would taste a lot worse. Wasn't that bad, but it was kind of hard to chug though.
Do you have a little metallic, little rust, little 1942 rust in that Soviet helmet?
Yeah, straight from the Eastern
flashbacks.
You get some weird dreams tonight. You're gonna have weird dreams.
I just remember being in the cold. It was winter or something. We were fighting Nazis. We won.
You won. Well, on that note.
Absolutely unreal.
All right. We got to decide now. Are we washing this thing out or does it just stay like this?
Probably just stay like
Yeah, for the next guy.
It's like with a cast iron skillet or the.
Yeah,
it's seasoning.
You want to season them up a little bit.
It's seasoned.
So that's all we're doing here.
It's well seasoned.
Yeah, some people
I think
like
Mike
keep
has
that
to
on
do
their
that
grill.
next.
Oh, my God.
We
great.
do like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Thank you,
Rob,
Smitty.
Worth
Thank
every
you.
penny.
yeah, it was. Sorry for it. I could have made that more entertaining, but that.
No, you don't.
Try it at home. Try it at home. That's harder than you think. Chugging out of a
16
an awkward-
ounces too. That was I was kind of an asshole there. I was getting a 12-pack on the way here, and I was like, yeah, we'll do 16 ounces.
Maybe next time we can do like 2 or 3 fireball shooters.
Oh my
That
God!
would be good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we could make it like jungle juice and just like.
JB said you
Whatever
are a
leftover
world. You're
liquor we
officially a world champion. So good job.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, that tradition started and then stopped like 10 years ago. I went up to a show in New York on Quite Frankly. And I had another one of these helmets, and he's in New York, but the lighting he had in his studio was very red. And so I thought he was wearing a Boston hat, but he was wearing an old school Brooklyn hat.
Mm.
So I made one of these, but I took this star off and I put the Boston logo on it, thinking he would like that. And then realizing as I pulled into New York and got out of my car, I was like, wait a minute, Boston.
Aren't they supposed to hate each other?
So as an apology, I chugged a beer out of that helmet like 10 years ago. Not that one. He still has the other one. It's got a Boston. It looks just like that, but it's a fucking Boston red B on it. Well, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to end it early or nothing, but are we at 8 o'clock and we chugged the beer? Is this a natural ending point?
8:04, natural ending point if you want, unless
Yeah.
anyone else got anything else they want to talk about, unless anyone else wants to call in real quick before we wrap it up.
I say maybe we do a group prayer for Bad Baby.
All right, go ahead. Bad Baby group prayer. Who wants to lead it?
I'll lead it. Lord, we need your help.
You got to zoom in on him here.
Bad Baby's sick. We need your guidance. We need your love. We need your power. I don't want to see her sick anymore.
It just says alcohol is all you can see on his shirt.
So, God, if you're hearing this, get rid of that cancer. We need Bad Baby back in action, doing everything. Amen.
Amen.
Kyle's weeknights, his untrapped, whatever the fuck your name is. I keep fucking up. His weeknights are gonna get a lot rougher if she's got cancer. Let's just put it that way.
Well, you're a good sport, man. I appreciate you fucking. I'll do it. Obviously, I'll do one in solidarity with you at some point. Maybe
When Bad Baby is cancer free.
Maybe on. When she's cancer free.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
When
enough.
she's in remission, that's when you would do the helmet chug.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we should throw the chat up there one more time and thank everybody who joined us before we wrap it all up. And then we're gonna you're gonna have to individually end all these streams, but it is what it is. Matthew Rice tastes like Stalingrad. Amen. Casey Walker, channel member. Piss was used for salt, pepper. Trapper Joe, build up that flavor. Linda Love, always good to have you in the house. I hope you were moderating responsibly tonight.
I'm starting to get an aftertaste now.
JB, great comments. Cun and Stunt, good to have you. Fitz Patterson, David Smith.
Not the first time you tasted pennies, though.
Blunt
right?
Man, some good comments from you as well. David Smith, good night, world champions and fellow hard M's. Hopefully you enjoyed all the little new adjustments to the show today. We aim to get better and better. Reminder that Ciderhaus is now on its own channel on YouTube. That's at Ciderhaus, Haus. Show, SHOW. That's also the handle on Twitter at Ciderhaus, Haus. Show. You can find us on X. Apparently, you got to be premium to stream on X. So the stream tonight will be on John Ward's X account. But in the future, we are broadcasting live from Studio Center in State College, Pennsylvania. If you want to, you can check out studiocenter.org. We are getting very close to offering memberships. We will be live, maybe, but we'll be in here Saturday. So next up is live Thursday. 6 to 8, also Ciderhaus. I have the regular Ciderhaus crew, so that'll be myself, Mihai. Calais will be in this studio, and I believe Michael Scott will be in this studio, and then Jack Kentner calling in. Go check out Jack Kentner's new channel, Kino Flex, on YouTube. Over 1,000 videos on only a second video. 1,000 views on only a second video. Very good movie review channel. What else am I missing? We have the games going now for the show. Thank you, Axel. Thank you for joining us. Mihai, you're going to be running a Tuesday show moving forward, correct?
I guess so. That's the plan.
I
think so. I think we're going to enjoy it. I think we're going to have fun. It's gonna be
and from that
house, but it's still going to be a little twist on it.
A little Mihai twist, and you might spin your own channel off of that. We have a bunch of things you and I have been talking about, like cryptids and shit like that.
A little more rotation of a crew, a little more in and out, a little more interesting guest. Not interesting, because that sounds rude to the other guys, but just a different.
Slightly different. So Ciderhaus will find its own, but it's going to become, as we intend, the premier show in central Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
also
right.
Culturally focused, loose leaf. Thank you to everybody who called in. There was a number of you. That was awesome. That worked great. That's it. I feel like I'm in that sort of weird promotional administrative sort of state. You got to get me out of it. I'm done. Tuesday show over Ciderhaus with an HAUS, YouTube, X. We got to get the Instagram, all that shit up to date. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all we got.
The John Ward channel as Ciderhaus will be fully transitioned off this channel by the end of the year. And then been doing some more breaking news and stuff like that. So check it out.
Godspeed, everybody. Until next time, thank you very much for joining us. I am now going to attempt to end all these streams simultaneously, even though I will not be able to.
So you're going to end, I'll come help you.
Goodbye.